generations gotta suffer just because their parents when I stand up against brutal. Maybe all you ever eat, you can't get nutrients from a noodle. Maybe the only thing you never see, you should sell out to get some kudos. Look, America can't exist without somebody being at the bottom. Get us pissed how they chose us for that position, but we got them. Only a bitch would throw you shit and hide his hands, we finally spot him.
Everybody.
Only a bitch would keep a circle, you to fall in and hit the bottom. We come from the bottom of the economical tone pole. In our bosom, you can find an economical bullet hole. Not a prison, you can find a systematically converted gold. They took a library out so they could never prefer to know that it was a bunch of life was out debated hard. Look, dream wasn't faulty, was so clear. Stepped out of bed and stretched my body, gotta be cold air. I slept on my hair, spikes, got probably grow more hair. I kept on thinking you could stop me, wish a single soul there. I bounce back like rubber, my wheel likely have no spare. Just because you came from nothing, don't mean you out of nowhere. My January decision to witness the new year. I kept 2020 vision, there was no reason for eyewear.
Scared to death Negroes are my enemies.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. It is time to get into this thing. We got the brothers tapping in. My brother Q from Let's Talk 2 in the building. Our brother Dr. Randy Short, honorable, gracious host, is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, let's get busy.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said, let him cook. Was the chef unknown?
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got a couple appetizers for y'all to do. If you're here for the first time, this program is brought to you by Bloodline Film from the story. Black American docu-series where we travel all around the country, waking up the culture, cuisine, and of course, Black American grassroots advocates in pursuit of repair and justice. And of course, your meal is going to be served up out of the community kitchen here, ladies and gentlemen. Today, it is on their next chapter with Angry Black Man's Book Club of Cat Talk number 36. Now, field Negroes versus house Negroes. This entire week, they've been unleashing the Kraken on Black Americans, attacking us left and right, shaming like they got the position to do that over us. But I'm here to tell you, not today. We're going to keep it absolutely 100. The kitchen will be open, family. But we're going to take a brief commercial break, and we will be back. This is on the next podcast, and we're tackling Angry Black Man's Book Club for Pack Talk number 36. Let's be right back.
We have to begin to groom leadership, and we also have to get rid of old school, old black folk who don't want anyone else. The boomer generation can't die off fast enough for me, a lot of them, because they haven't let the X generation take root.
The struggle will now be bastardized. On August 24th, 2024, we are launching the Passion Summit. You must be there. We are going to save ourselves, our men, our women, our children, our community. We need the few that will do. Why not you? You want a few good men and a few good women? Join forces. It's the Patriarch Summit.
Yes, Steve Harvey is a piece of coon shit, unfortunately. It's just disgraceful. So absolutely.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are live. We got the brothers here. The brothers are in the building early. The family is packed in here. 90 of y'all in here for this cook-up. So that tells me right off the top, family, that y'all
retweet this show, everybody. Share this. We want a good turnout. Share this, like this, share this, like this, share and like, share and like, share and like, share and like. Move this around.
So it just tells me that y'all all on the right type of time today.
And
everybody got the right energy.
The StreamYard is working, y'all. Believe it or not, after all of the difficulty.
Because I'm telling any one of these niggas that y'all see in this thumbnail, I got no problem going fade for fade with any of these niggas. And that's a fact. But let me go through we got an announcement real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Man, is why. You know, we might just cut the nigga shit all together and go straight into this. But let me do the announcements first, ladies and gentlemen. Patriarch Summit, we're a week away, ladies and gentlemen. We're a week away from the Patriarch Summit. We want y'all tapping in. Make sure y'all are ready to go.
Patriarch Summit, a week away.
Go to the website, book your ticket. Right? If you're there, you want to make a contribution.
Can you put the
to our
Patriarch
GoFundMe
Summit
efforts,
in the chat?
Got the flu yourself
Moderators.
Out. It's all good. Just tap in.
Ricky, I call him Dickie Smiley.
It's going to be of value to you.
Steve Hartley.
Not just a bunch of folks echo chambering and talking about what was me. No, we're providing resources and collective efforts toward some kind of repair. Well, not even just repair, but productivity, ladies and gentlemen. So definitely tap in, patriarchsummit.com. Next Saturday is going down 11 a.m. All right, make sure y'all tap in. So if you got to get your drippity drip, if you need to get your drippity drip, ladies and gentlemen,
please share it.
Black American Heritage.
We're about to go into it, everybody. So this is Pat Talk, 36? We've done a lot of these.
While you're there, go ahead and peep the Black American Heritage flag aprons. Very drippy. Go ahead and get you one of yours so you can spend the block for Black August cooking that proper barbecue, that proper ribs. You understand?
So come on in.
And
don't hide.
Without further ado, let me get in the community kitchen chat, see what family members is in here already. Y'all already know how I get busy. If you're here for the first time, you're going to find out.
So,
if you're here for the first time, you're going to find out. Let's see
did you email me so I have a way to contact you? There's no reason that we can't trade emails. Anybody following? I talk to the people that watch these. We do communicate. So if you want, let's chat. I would love to know some people in Denver. Because I'll be out there at some point.
As usual for the
Thank you, JD. Let's get this thing moving.
I see my brother Negro. He got the sword ready to go all night time. You understand me? Salute to our brother Negro in the building. Who else in here? If you in here, y'all sound off in that community kitchen chat. Salute. Salute. I see you, A. Lee. What's happening with you? In the building, Lee. Let's see who else is in here. Let's see who else is in this month. My sister MF in the building. What's happening, MF? Salute to the sister MF Kush in the building. D-Dub, as usual, is always in the building, making it do what it's supposed to do. Salute to our sister, Queen D-Dub. And me. Who else is in this? Let me see.
Thank you.
Brother Blaze. What it look like, Brother Blaze in the building checking in. I see you, Brother Blaze. Who else is in here? Let's see who's in the motherfucking building right now. You understand me?
Okay, thank you.
Sister Black name was popping. Brother Vader. Vader, check in, man. Check in. It's going to be that conversation.
Deborah Sanko.
It's going to be that type of conversation. Get your lick off. Anybody in the crowd, you need to get your lick.
Cheryl.
Tap in. I'm dropping
Kamala's height.
You understand?
Hey, JD, can you put that Kamala Harris article from Pace News in the chat for me? Or can you do it?
Salute to that brother. Next level. Fire content creator right there. Let me see who else is in here. My brother Q, my brother Cut the Check is in here. What's happening with brother Cut the Check? Salute, brother Cut. That's the final people. I think we got everybody, Fanny. But I gotta go to the panel right off top. We go to the panel because we got the brothers in here. They've been feeling some type of way all week. Well, you know, we dropped it. We normally do maybe 2 broadcasts, ladies and gentlemen, but we dropped it to 1 because we all been trying to deal, got to handle some shit during the week. However, the brothers are in here full throttle, so I'm just going to go say what's happening with the brothers in the building right now. Let me start with my brother Negro. Brother Negro, what's happening with you, sir? I see you in the kitchen right off top, sir. What's happening with you? Oh man, you know I got that stop and top. Oh man, I'm in Biden's backyard, moving around. You know I'm gonna get those pictures. I'm gonna get those pictures of that the FDMD thing going on. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Keep your head on the head. You out there in Biden's backyard. Keep your head on the.
Oh, man! I'm already getting attacked by the shills, family. Already getting attacked by the shills, man. They tell me what you talking about? You ain't voting for Biden's successor. What you talking about? These D9s here, young boy. Oh yeah, they really on me about this, family. So please keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers.
Salute to the Negro, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go to my brother Q. Q, what's happening with you, Q? Good to see you, man. What it look like, Q, for Let's Talk 2?
They're lining up on the guillotine to be slaughtered.
Come on, get them out of here.
Let's go.
Yeah. Q in the building, ladies and gentlemen. That's Q for Let's Talk 2. Salute to brother Q. And ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, now you know. The wolf is in the building. Brother Juan J. Johnson, how are you this afternoon, sir?
I am doing exceptionally well. Looking forward to the cookout and looking forward to smoking some folks out in the tunnels.
Smoking some legs, some bootlegs.
Yeah. I'm gonna smoke them out today.
Yes, indeed. Salute to our brother Wolf, Juan J. Johnson, Lone Wolf Firearms, LWFtraining.com, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, our gracious host with the most is our brother, Dr. Randy Shaw. Salute to brother Dr. Randy Shaw. Sir, how are you this evening, sir?
Oh, man, I'm good. And they were talking about a barbecue. And I was just thinking if Kamala Harris had something, if she would have an anti-acid product for upset stomach, you know what it'd be called?
What would it be called, sir?
Combs.
Ah, come on. Real quick, let me to our brother Nico. Salute to you, sir. Salute to brother Nico in the building, y'all. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, brother Dr. Short, there has been a great deal of nonsense that's been taking place this week, sir, and I think it is necessary that we touch on it. But before we go, let's get the folks prepared. Let's ease our folks up a little bit here. For those of you who haven't seen the story out there was a sister, unfortunately. Okay, there was a sister, unfortunately, who let me bring this up for the brothers. Okay, let me bring this up. Now, they have charged a young lady with 9 years, family. She's getting 9 years for stealing a $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. 1.5 million. Come on, man. Barely. $1.5 million stealing $1.5 million worth of chicken wings getting stolen.
I'm not mad at her. She's in shape.
She getting reparations.
Wait. When you steal that many chicken wings and you are not like a size 80, that woman needs to give her obesity reduction secrets to a whole bunch of people out here. Let her have her damn wings. Show us how to have that many chicken wings and not get fat. She should be a hero. She's an urban legend.
Listen. She's a hero. She's absolutely a hero.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Because again, for me, I don't care. She did the right thing. But let's play the story for everybody in here so we can get the family up to speed. Let's go ahead and play this. Fair use.
There were no shortages of people using the heart of the COVID-19 pandemic to run scams and get free money, but one woman decided she didn't need a partner in crime. She just would wing it. Kelsey Kernstein is here. She's got her blue cheese, her ranch ready for all that spice. Good morning, Kelsey.
Mitch, you really can't make this one up. A woman stole more than $1 million worth of chicken wings, and the saddest part is she stole it from one of the poor school districts in Illinois where the need is great. Now, this 66-year-old, Vera Liddell, accused of a year-long chicken wing heist, Well, she worked for the Harvey, Illinois School District for more than a decade. When the pandemic hit, she was put in charge of placing the orders for food. She used the position to embezzle 11,000 cases of chicken wings, costing up to $1.5 million from the district's food provider. She even used the school cargo van to pick that food up. Parents say it's disappointing to learn that the food and money meant for students were selfishly taken.
This is the area that we live in. We live in that, like, middle class, lower than middle class in this area. So it really don't surprise me that somebody would try to get over it. But it's kind of sad.
And we do know that stealing went on for 18 months or close to it, and the districts caught the discrepancy during an audit. But what happened to all that food is anyone's guess. No one as of now seems to know what Liddell did with all those chicken wings. And
doggone it, that's what I want to know. Where did they all go? All right, Kelsey. Thank you.
Shut the hell up. Listen, salute to that sister. God damn it. Salute.
Where's the smoke at for Brett Favre? Brett Favre stole from one of the most poor.
Hold on, Negro. Negro.
Negro source already out.
Hold on, Negro. You're going to have plenty of time to get it off. We got a whole episode for you to get this thing going. But again, that sister's a hero. That sister's a hero. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. Yeah. Because again, we are looking at a situation here where she took from the district. If the district was so concerned, they do a better job of taking care of them kids in that damn district. That sister's a hero in my eyes. The hell you trying to? And then now you got these lilies over here. The chicken wing. Chuck it and get your silly ass out of here. Because I bet if she cooked them damn chicken wings, these two pieces of shit here be lined up to go get that damn chicken wing from that sister because they know we the only ones that know how to cook the shit. We the only ones that know how to cook the shit properly. God damn it. Yeah, wings and flats. Yeah, drums. Listen. But salute to that sister, man. Salute to that sister for getting her lick. And of course, you know they got to do what media does. Find the only melanated, because I don't even know where my brother Negro at. I don't know what that other chick in the car's lineage is. You know.
What was her hairline saying? Oh, wait. See, they cover the hairline, family. They cover the hairline. They know what type of time we're on.
Yeah. You know, lemon pepper, messing the lemon pepper up. Let me go to the brother Wolf real quick. Let me go to the Negro. First and foremost, was she in the wrong, brother Negro, for taking this 1.5 from the school district? I don't feel like she stole from the kids. However, she got her lick back from that district. Two different things. What say you?
No, I don't think she should be even charged or anything. They have not yet charged Brett Favre. Brett Favre stole from one of the most poorest districts, and it seems like they're pushing that black on black crime narrative. That black on black crime narrative. And I'm not feeling the way that this was framed up and them yucking it up and saying it was chicken wings, this, that, and the third. Right. That's kind of my problem with that. And yet still they have not charged, as of right now, Brett Favre, and his ass is not in cuffs, and he's not off the NFL Hall of Fame. All right? But Negroes still want to watch the NFL.
Right.
See, so I'm about to start cooking some gumbo today because that really gets me upset that this black woman could show her little or this melanated woman, because if you're off code, I don't care if you're from the lineage, if you're off code, if you're off code, right? Wait. Then you're not black. I'm pulling the Joe Biden car right now in the Biden's backyard. You're not black if you're speaking against our interests. You're not black if you're selling out your brothers, even if they're wrong or right. I'm going to hit you with that 50 cent wrong. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. That's how we need to be. And if you're not on that type of time, then this ain't for you. This ain't for you.
Well, salute to the brother Negro. I'm going to go through the panel, brother, starting from right to left. Let me go to my brother Juan J. Johnson. Brother Juan, righteous act, or criminal, sir? What say you?
Both.
Oh, here we go. All right, Brother Rogers.
Both. You know, so if you think about the pandemic, when we was under scarcity, food, products, this happened during the pandemic. Now, I haven't did the research on this, so I don't want to really speak on it. I haven't did the research, but from what I gather, 11,000 cases of chicken wings were stolen. 11, not 1,100. 11,000. Let's put in perspective now. That's an 18-wheeler. Whoever has those chicken wings, I hope you enjoyed them. But during the pandemic, all bets was off. Be very clear. During the pandemic, when there was scarcity, when folks was running to get what? Lysol, paper towels, and food, all bets was off. But 11,000 cases, like I said, that's about 2 dang 18-wheelers.
Yeah, I gotta say this, man. I mean, even again, you know, we're looking at it. We're looking at it. Well, over the pandemic for me, Brother Juan, and what I saw, niggas wasn't short on wings. They were short on sanitation and masks. And niggas wasn't short on wings, though.
So we got to hear. We got to hear. I need to find out how was she able to distribute 11,000 cases of wings? That wasn't just a one-person job.
She was probably giving it to a bishop. You know, that may be how she was paying her tithes. You know that stuff ended up in the church, you know, pastors' anniversaries. And they probably have a catering service and some other stuff. You know that this went around the community. You can't move that amount of stolen product and not get a lot of help.
Yes. You gotta have help. Come on. You gotta have help.
So that means that maybe she's a Robinette Hood. Maybe this is Robin Hood. And anytime she was still working there, it means as if, see, all the other people, let me just say this, because I'm about to get angry here. Everybody's ID and social security numbers being stolen by foreigners and illegals every day. There are 40 million stolen social security numbers. All of these people make it on theft and graft. I'm not saying it's right. The only time that people want to go after corruption is when it's black, and in this instance, it's benign and black. I don't want the kids to go missing, but I'll say this to you. They've given more attention to this than the Somalis that stole almost $300 million worth of money and food from poor black kids in Minneapolis and St. Paul. It's interesting because this is a black American. I'm not saying that I want people to steal food. When I thought about this reminded me when my friend from India, we were at my church I went to, and the women were stealing the chicken wings out of the church kitchen. They only let you have 2, and they were taking whole trays home. People do this in food service and other stuff all the time. I'm not saying it's right, and it is criminal, but it's also reparational, and it's Robin Hood. And I'm going to tell you something. A whole lot of us made it because folks were grifting stuff all along. I don't like it. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not going to steal 11,000 trays of chicken wings. But I will say, Illinois is the most corrupt state in the country, one of the worst. And stuff is stolen in far greater degrees. They did this story on the chicken wings, but they ignored the fact in Chicago up to 1,000 black children are molested every year, primarily by white teachers, and it's not news. To me, what price can you put on a child that's been molested?
Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, when we're looking at this situation here, I really, I did want the perspective, but let me go to brother Q. Q, is she a hero or a criminal? Brother Juan says she's a criminal, man. She said, well, he says she's both. She's both. What say you?
Streets gotta eat.
Come on, kid.
Streets is gonna eat too.
Talk that talk.
Gonna eat too.
So that's a fact. Streets gotta eat, goddammit.
Understand that you put in perspective, like the brothers had already said, of what is a priority and what's not a priority, and who they decide to charge with these type of crimes, and realize that during that time, it was survival of the fittest. And I think she should be praised for not telling. Because the way these jokers will sell you out, she ain't tell. Come on. She ain't telling to nobody. She stood 10 toes down. Not saying what she did was right, and but at the end of the day, you got Chris Jones, football player, Kansas City Chiefs, willing to pay the debt. Because, see, we know what it is. Those of us that have a grasp on what people do in our communities, whether they're right or wrong, we know daggone well it wasn't just her. She wasn't the lone wolf. So we should do everything to protect her. And we'll deal with her accordingly in our community. But we should protect her. Because streets gotta eat.
Hey, I blame the bank. The streets gonna always eat, regardless if we like it or not.
Hey, brother Chef, can I chime in?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
blaming the banks. The bank didn't give that black woman a business loan. It was the banks
There you go.
that was probably sabotaging her business. It was the banks. This is the reason why I tell people that we need to be pulling our monies out the bank, right? Because they're making interest over hand and foot from our fees and from everything else, and they don't give us a dime to advance our business development. They don't give us a dime to advance our corporations, So if she gets to how she lives, is it really technically her fault when you got Facebook who is breaking every law and policy on a smash and grab type of situation?
And can I step in and
not even holding them accountable?
And let me support this brother. That same area of Illinois has been an underreported story of how black homes are overassessed for tax values, and that they steal from all the communities that are black are systematically robbed in the billions. And they're going to bitch about these goddamn wings. Not that, and so they'll talk about those damn hungry children because of what she did. But that's the same state that had the highest rate of mass incarceration for children under the age of 11, 12. In fact, the United Nations had to come in on the state of Illinois.
And I can almost guarantee that them students, she was probably one of the nicest ladies in the world, and they probably loved it. That's why they ain't gonna interview students. She took care of the people.
If you're screwing the people, but how do we know that those chicken wings weren't for the illegals?
Well, I can't say that now because this happened during COVID.
No, the illegals were there then. Hold on. No, the illegals, Biden came in 2021. The whole shutdown, and no, the illegals are coming in. They're committing crimes, rapes, murders, everything, and nothing being done about it. That's not news. It's not news that some illegals gang raped a black child 3 years old on the beach in Chicago, and it's complete news shutdown that they molest black kids. And so you haven't even heard that till I opened my mouth. Okay, so no, I don't want to sanctify people stealing or taking. I don't. But this whole fucking country was stolen. Alaska was stolen. Hawaii was stolen. Puerto Rico was stolen. The Marshall Islands and Guam is stolen. And when I was in the hospital, my organs they want to steal and kill me. We get robbed every single day. Credit redlining, you name it. It is a vampire state. How dare a tick bitch about a flea?
Come on.
But 11. But Chef C.
Yes, sir. Yes,
The
sir.
thought of 11,000 cases of wings. You're a chef.
Don't do me that way.
They wasn't all flats. They was the whole wing, chef. They wasn't flats and drumsticks. They was the whole wing. And let's be honest, there is no way she did this by herself.
Salute to that sister. Salute.
Let me share with you what I think. Let me share with you what I think was happening.
A supportive community to help her run the play for the community, because that's not by herself.
Those chicken wings were in community centers. They were in churches. There's no way that wasn't shared. Obviously, that she's not big and sloppy means she wasn't eating them all. So it was moving around. The fact that no one's come forward to denounce her. See, when you've dogged the streets that Brother Q is saying need to eat, the folks will come out and call you. This is what's beginning to happen to Kamala Harris. She screwed people, no matter how much spin.
We're going to walk all of them down. Yes,
okay,
sir. That's right.
But for this lady, the silence. So was she a block? Was she a super mom on the block? Was she feeding and taking care of people? Notice nobody's come out and denounced her. Normally, when you commit a crime against youth, you commit a crime against the community, and you put a white television thing, puts a microphone in a nigga's mouth, they're going to sing like Aretha Franklin at her peak. The silence says that she was helping everybody. Maybe those wings, maybe, let's be honest, because y'all don't, let me just help y'all. Do you know what they've been doing? They have these feeding programs all over the country where they feed the immigrant and illegals kids and give them food every weekend to take home. But these are not offered to black youth. You need to, this happens all over the country. It happens right here down where I am. So maybe this system.
I'm gonna back you up. They get the chocolate French pastries from Panera Bread. All of these companies help these illegals out. So you're absolutely right.
They're feeding them, and
to our community.
And not only that, down here, they put them ahead of the blacks for turkeys and everything else. By the time we come, it's all gone. So it's time that we fight fire with fire. You know I love Brother Juan, and I absolutely don't want black lawlessness, black on black lawlessness. However, when I look and I see all the grants, everything stolen, taken, and let's just be honest, the biggest graft of all is that the top 10% or 15% of black folks get 90% of the $1.2 trillion that comes to the community, and they don't share with us, and they keep asking white folk for more, and they don't do it. We're going to talk about black on black crime. Let's talk about these thug-ass, elitist, backstabbing, genocide mad folks who are for Holocaust Harris, or come swallow, as I call her. That's the stuff I'm mad about.
Don't go into it just yet, Brother Short. We're going to take a commercial, and then we going into that. We're going to go into all of that. But listen, I second your sentiment, sir. I want to send a massive salute to the over 220 plus tapped in with us right now. That's a fact. So that means Black America been feeling some type of way.
Let's get the likes up.
Let's get the likes up. God damn it. Salute to let me also say salute to brother Negro and brother Blaze for hitting the cash app. Salute to these brothers for hitting the cash app right off GP, coming through, supporting the program. Sound the alarm. Drop the flag. Salute to you, brothers. We appreciate y'all on this side. Let's take this commercial break, y'all, and let's not play around with this shit and get into what we here for. How about we do that? Let's take this brief commercial break. We'll be right back. Salute to everybody that's in the building with us.
I've been all over the world. I've noticed this about Black Americans, and I'll stop here. We have more people trying to turn us around than I've seen for any other group anywhere in the world relative to what our situation is. That you got teachers, you got people that will just do something. They find out you're legit, just help you because they want to see Black folks make it. We do have this. This is lacking in other places, I can assure you. But you know what? Our desire to save people cannot be greater than people's desire to be saved and to help. So the people that do not want it, let them go. Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. I sure get it nowadays.
Really quickly, ladies and gentlemen, before we can talk about the present, we must understand the past, right? And our brother Martin Luther King has mentioned in many different ways what this government will begin to do, right? He has told us. Martin Luther King, now remember, we all know Martin Luther King in the beginning was on some other type of time, and then toward the end, it got real serious. He started confessing on some of the mishaps or missteps that he had taken, right? And in his efforts to liberate our folk, he did. But now, I think in this very moment, family, everybody that's in here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We are forgetting history. We got to remember that it is the greatest teacher. We got to remember this. So to help us reiterate and get some understanding that what we're actually dealing with now, they dealt with then. And then be people before them, our people before our brother Martin Luther King dealt with the same exact thing. Salute to the over 230 plus in here. Let's go ahead and play this track. Fair use.
The very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest. It meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farm. Not only that, but many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. This is what we are faced with. And this is a reality. Now, when we come to Washington, in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
Do we still have that same energy, Black America? Do we still have our brother Martin Luther King's energy before they decide to get him up out of here? Huh? Man of action. A man of action toward the end of his life. Yeah. Do we still have that energy? That's my question. Right? Because we're trying to play a deadly game that we're just visitors to. Right? We're just pieces on the board. We don't own the game. But you know what? In order for this game to be successful, it's got to have a couple moving pieces, family. Let's make it make sense for everybody in here. Right? So in order to do that, we need some help as well from another brother. We need another brother to help us out in this situation, family. If y'all understand what I'm talking about.
Malcolm.
Let's get Malcolm in here. Let's call Brother Malcolm to the floor. Let's call Brother Malcolm to the floor and let niggas know what type of time we dealing with here. Let's go ahead. Fair use.
To understand this, you have to go back to what young brother here referred to as the house Negro and the field Negro. Back during slavery. There was two kinds of slaves. There was the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro, they lived in the house with master. They dressed pretty good. They ate good because they ate his food, what he left. They lived in the attic or the basement, but still they lived near their master. And they loved their master more than the master loved himself. They would give their life to save their master's house quicker than the master would. The house Negro, if the master said, we got a good house here, the house Negro said, yeah, we got a good house here. Whenever the master said we, he said we. That's how you can tell a house Negro. If the master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would fight harder to put the blaze out than the master would. If the master got sick, the house Negro would say, what's the matter, boss? We sick. We sick. He identified himself with his master more than his master identified with himself. And if you came to the house Negro and said, let's run away, let's escape, let's separate, that house Negro would look at you and say, man, you crazy. What you mean separate? Where is there a better house than this? Where can I wear better clothes than this? Where can I eat better food than this? That was that house Negro. In those days, he was called a house nigger. And that's what we call him today because we still got some house niggers running around here.
Let's get into this damn thing. Huh? I'm going to start from my brother Vader first. And then I got some other clips, but y'all see the jigaboo. Y'all see jigaboo on the screen. Eyes buck the fuck out. Damn near about to buck through the screen.
Don't say nothing about reparations now.
Who's now? These Negroes. Brother Vader, what's your interpretation of our brother Malcolm's perspective when it comes to Negroes chucking and jiving and tap dancing for massa? What say you, Brother Vader?
He's a prophet, right? He's talking to us. He's time traveling. He came here, he saw, and then he went back and he told us what was going to happen, right? He saw it in his time, and he leapt forward in time to see if it was going to change, and it didn't. And so he's a prophet. And the we has expanded, right? Because not only was he talking about the house nigga and their affiliation with massa, right? He was talking about these cosplayers that these skin jobs that walk among us, and well, we, and then you check their background, and they're you, y'all. You know, the y'alls and the yous come out right after we uncover why is this person saying we, and so the chief we right now is Kamami herself. That's right. Saying we, and we got her Ella Fitzgerald records and her collard greens in her bathtub talking about we, and we're like, what? We bought that record 50 years ago. Come on. We ain't never washed nothing we eat in the damn tub. Not a damn thing. Come on, right? Cook. And so, you know, this man is a time traveler. He's one of the first. I land.
Salute to my brother Vader checking in, man. Salute to our brother Vader Base. Again, the creator, founder of the Vader Base app. Ladies and gentlemen, Black American security and supply, pardon me. Brother Vader in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go through the rest of the panel. My brother Wolf, you heard Brother Malcolm speaking of these very Negroes. Ooh, man, I tell you, I have no problem. These are the Negroes I've been preparing my whole life to see them. You understand? And this is why you stay in the gym. You got to stay in the gym. Keep your mind right, because these are the they will crash the fuck all the way out for massa. Oh yeah, Ricky Smiley waving his finger at niggas. Talking about we got to do our studying. This jigglypuff ascot wearing ass nigga right here, he been pointing his finger at folks forever, waiting to get patted on his ascot by his Democrat daddy and mommy. So brother Juan J. Johnson, on for what our brother Malcolm has said here, are we looking at history repeating itself or just being more of the same in general?
I think it's a combination of both. I think that if we have house Negroes, then we produced a generation of house Negroes. Not just one or two. We're talking about a nation of house Negroes. Right. The only reason why they can be allowed to do what they do is because we let them do it. We listen to them. We've been listening to folk for the last 15, 20 years. Yo, Steve Harvey's in the morning show. Yo, Smiley in the morning shows. Yo, Roland Martins. We've been listening to these folks for almost 2 decades.
That part. That's fucking part.
They have produced a nation of house Negroes. Not just one. We saw that during the whole pandemic. Right. So Malcolm was very eloquent. Malcolm don't even need no explanation because he's very clear. He was the one who coined the statement, make it plain.
That part. Come on.
So, I'm not surprised that the Democratic Party will bring up their shields like the Steve Harveys, the D.L. Hugleys, the Ricky Smileys, or anybody who's had a talk show over the last 10, 15 years. Right. They have been the voices, the comedians, the athletes, the entertainers. Okay? We swear by these Negroes. So this is on us. Again, I'm honest enough to take the L. But I'm brave enough to take a stand. Why stand against these DLs? I don't know him personally. I stand against Steve. I don't know these guys personally, but I know what they're doing to our people. And they're doing the same thing as others have did before them. Lead us down a tunnel to a place where we have nowhere else to go but destruction. I'm laying my plane with that.
Salute to our brother Juan J. Johnson in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let me slide on over to my brother Q. Man, Q, listen, you know the old school brothers better than I do, brother Q. I'm just familiar with some of the teachings. Not a lot. I'm not going to say I'm this well-studied nigga. I just know I see a problem. I work towards solutions. Period. That's all I do. Is this more the same? Or history repeating itself? What say you, brother Q?
Actuality is 10 times worse. Because when you look at what Malcolm and Martin and Edgar, but Mega Edgar, excuse me, I said Edgar, they warned us about their condition and the condition that we would be in. And like Lone Wolf, that we have to take some accountability. Because when you have this level of betrayal in your community, the being ostracized and being uncomfortable, these people should feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Ricky Smiley should feel uncomfortable when he leaves that studio and goes wherever he goes. They should feel uncomfortable being amongst grassroots black people. Now, we all know that they don't live amongst grassroots black people. However, look at this bozo.
Don't look uncomfortable. He don't look That's my the reason I had to play it, Q, because he don't look uncomfortable to me, man.
And because you know why? His whole spill is his closeness to whiteness. And black people are being put up as a ransom. These people don't care. These people don't care about what's going on in inner cities. They could care less. And they're willing to sell, they will sell their mother out to get close. And we, wherever they go to get their haircuts, wherever they go to get grocery shopping, when you see these type of individuals, you need to make them feel very uncomfortable. Because the reason why they're able to do this is because we've allowed it to happen. We've allowed it to become, like Lone Wolf said, they've been doing this stuff for 20 years.
No, they've been doing this since we've been here. And it's time to punish such people. And by the way, as the white masses get angry, as Roman and them attack Trump and other people that white folk worship, they're going to collectively fuck us for this few that fuck us already. We need to cut our losses. We must punish traitors. The day that Roland Martin gets hit by rotten fruit and eggs, it's the day that people begin thinking. You need to understand that these people live in a world where they assume black people forever going to be as backwards and stupid as they've kept us.
Come on.
Okay? They've deliberately not offered, look, who runs the educational systems where the black kids don't know how to read and write? The Deltas and the AKAs. Who run the universities that are mediocre where black kids really don't learn but go into debt? The Alphas, the Kappas, and the Qs.
Come on, talk that.
They've systematically made certain that we were stupid. Let me go all the way back and say to you, black people were making some degree of progress all the way up until the 1970s.
Boom.
And in the late 70s, we started slowing down. By the middle 80s, we had stopped. What happened between, say, 1977 or 1978 and 1988? Well, the Greeks came back in full force. Because when you had black power, when black was beautiful, that shit went out. They're the antithesis of black freedom. They're antithesis of black pride. They're the antithesis of black liberation. They're the antithesis of black reparations. They are enemies. They are traitors. And I'll tell you, the reason that we don't have a morality around traitors is who runs the churches? The Masons and the Greeks. Jeremiah Wright is Omega Psi Phi. You think he's super radical? No, he does gay marriages. I will tell anybody, one of the last times that Jeremiah Wright gave a sermon and he was in great health, you know what he called homophobia? He called homophobia a demon. That God delivered him from his dislike of sodomite living. God did it, says Jeremiah Wright. I was there, and I'll tell anybody, I shook his hand on the way out with my eyes like this. And when I got in my mother's Lincoln Town car, I says, Mom, you worked with gay people. Daddy worked with gay people. I've worked with gay people. All we've done is accepted people, but we told people the truth about the consequences. Why does he need to come to church and sanctify something that we know destroys people? Said, you know what? He did that in the church. God's going to strike him the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He's never going to recover from the sermon that he gave today. 2-3 weeks later, you know what happened? Jeremiah Wright had a massive stroke from which he has not fully recovered. That sermon was given in 2017 at Michigan Park Christian Church. And I will go further to say to you, the National Newspaper Publishers Association has other black newspapers. Well, who runs the NNPA that's not saying anything, that's not educating people about Biden, that's not educating people about Kamala? Ben Chavis. Ben Chavis is a, what's that damn group called? A Sigma, who was the biggest fag hag congressman in the U.S. Congress until he died. God bless him. John Lewis. John Lewis is a Sigma. When you start seeing all this gay agenda and shit, these are fellow frats. They'll put, if their frat is on a gay agenda thing, they will get with him over the sanctity of the black family, the sanctity of the black woman, the sanctity of black manhood, the sanctity of black children. John Lewis died with a bill to promote allowing black children to be accessible to be fucked by white people on his desk. And they'll tell you he's a hero. You mean if I fucked some of you guys' kids, I'd be a hero? If I pledged? The answer is to them, yes. This is, you wonder what? These are the people in the Congress that were black that voted for the Biden bill. Oh, many members of the Congressional Black Caucus supported the mass incarceration. That's why they can't criticize Biden. He can call out their damn vote.
Let him cook.
This was done by the Greeks in alliance with white supremacy, because just like with eugenics that W.B. Du Bois and the others promoted, he let it be known, Du Bois, that we need quality, not quantity. In other words, people like me need to exist, not broke black people. Every people have mostly poor, struggling people. Who the fuck are these people? Why do we respect them? And this bald-headed buffoon is a distant relative of mine. I'm glad we haven't met. We're going to have to hunt down. And I see, the reason we don't think this way is, where would you be taught how to be a people, or how to be men, or how to stand up if the church is bent over? Like what's likely to happen this week, it's likely that the oldest continuous black institution in this country, the African Methodist Episcopal Church, is likely to become a gay affirming church. If people like Ravi Perry, a HIV/AIDS positive professor of political science at Howard University, who was chairman of the political science department at Howard. Now, what do you think he's fighting for? These people, all this whole gay movement, all this feminism, this is from the Greeks. Dickie Smiley, he's from Howard. I think he's a Q. And I'm going to say it. I don't care who doesn't like it. Growing up around the HBCU, it's something I noticed early on. Lots of unhappy professional black marriages. The resumes look good. It's a power couple, and he went to Howard, and he went to Harvard, and she went to Spelman, and she went to Radcliffe, and he's a dentist, and the wife looks like she hasn't fucked since Jesus escaped from Herod.
Come on, cool.
The husband's bisexual, and she likes dick more than pussy, but don't get much dick, so she settles for pussy. This is what the Greeks are. They're a bunch of fucked up families that have a whole bunch of bisexual dads and moms who have these Greek letter arranged marriages. Well, I'm going to get you a woman that doesn't mind you sucking my dick. And they get her a woman, he doesn't mind you getting your pussy munched by a woman. That's why this shit moves like it does. It's because that's how you join. The AKAs were started by Pussy Munching Dyke. These things all have this stuff. At Howard, let's say we tried to have a rally about apartheid or a rally about Forsyth County. The Greeks would come out and start doing gay shit and titties flat. And I'm going to tell you something, which is why we need to talk about God. as long as black people are Luciferian instead of God-centered, we're damned. We're fucked as a people because right now, and I'll just say it, niggas hate the Bible, niggas hate white Jesus, and don't respect the black one. They say ancestors out the ass, but if your ancestors were in the Bible, why do you hate it? On one hand, you say King James is black. Then you say he's gay. When you want credit for black people having something to do with the Bible, you claim it. Then when it holds your ass to some sort of morality, you call it hypocritical because King James is faggot and you can't prove it. I mean, we are a brothel full of demons mentally upstairs as a people. That's why this shit keeps happening. I'm gonna just say some shit. We got a couple hundred people listening. I shouldn't be alive right now. I had severe sepsis at home before I went to the hospital. I could have died at any moment 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, easily. I'm convinced I'm here because the good Lord wants me here. I have stage 4 cancer. I have stage 4. I have dick cancer. And we're going to do some shows. We're going to be talking about dick health and dick lives matter and all this stuff. And black dicks matter. We're going to do it. I've got stage 4 cancer. I got given bad blood 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, with blood, with drug-resistant bacteria that kills people with heart valve surgery, which I had. The doctors at Johns Hopkins Hospital, a.k.a. Henrietta Lacks U, are all freaked out that this deadly thing didn't do a damn thing to me in 2.5 years. This God shit is real. This hedonistic faggot, drugs, worship white people, and ignore God, the creator shit is death, and that's where we are. And we're going to have to decide to commit suicide as a group or to live with God and be able to withstand all the people that want to fucking take us out. And it's one way or the other. I'm going to tell you something. In the Bible, the Hebrews always had righteous leaders and corrupt leaders. The corrupt leaders were always for sodomy, baby killing, feminism. They've always been for that. When you have one, you've got all three. The righteous people were for God, family, land, freedom. That's the split we've got now. And if you're not with God, any of you listening, then you're for slavery, genocide, faggotry, baby killing, and masculinized women. It's one thing or it's the other. And so Roland Martin, who is a failure, and he's a Haitian failure, not even fully one of ours. We let and you need to understand something about the Greeks. If you pledge and you make it to the fraternity or sorority, they're more important than anybody else. So there are lots of Caribbeans and Africans that join fraternities and sororities. That makes them have Black American status without any sacrifice, without any loyalty, without any commitment, with the traitor group that runs us, which is why when they fuck us in the hospitals, like little nasty Africans had to deal with in the hospital, not many, but 1 or 2 that were nasty enough for me to write up their asses in a survey. The reason that you don't hear anything when people's mothers and folk get killed in the hospital by these people, you hear silence because you know what? They were online with people from various countries. So a lot of the people that are Greeks aren't even FBA. The FBA takes white people. They'll take anybody. They just don't want the Black masses. These people exist to exterminate us. Either we take them out or they'll take us out.
Cook. God damn it, cook. Cook.
Their skin jobs.
Listen. We're here. We're here to have a conversation today, y'all. We're here to kind of have a conversation. It's not about being politically correct. These people have openly waged war on us. Let me play a little bit more for our brother real quick, just so we get an understanding of these house Negroes. Let me go ahead and play this. Let me play a little bit more of this. Brother Malcolm.
this modern house Negro loves his master. He wants to live near him. He'll pay 3 times as much as the house is worth just to live near his master. And then brag about, I'm the only Negro out here.
Hey, we all know those Negroes. I say he lying when he say that. A Negro will pay 5 times property value right now today. He said, well, I don't want them niggas coming over in my community. It's going to bring my property value down.
But you know what? And the same kind, you'll get a woman.
Like I said, we produced a nation of house Negroes. I mean, think about it. We produce millions of house Negroes who are no longer concerned about the survival of our beautiful, foundational Black American existence. They would rather be consumed by others.
Right. They're in what we call the.
What we have. And you're right, Dr. Short is right. We're going to have to correction. We have to draw the line in the sand and be ready. Just like our white brothers right now, who are ready for a civil war, who are looking at where this country will be in the next 100 years from now. We must ask ourselves, where are we going to be in the next 25 years? The next 10 years?
Real quick, Brother Juan, 1 second. I'm going to mute you, Brother Dr. Short, because you got a little back noise. And I'll go to you. Go ahead, Brother Juan.
Yeah, because again, our white brothers see a bigger picture. They see the future of America. And, you know, look, I'm not aboard with Kamala or with Trump. I'm with myself. Self-preservation first. I'm tired of people wanting our loyalty, but give us nothing in return. At the same time, I'm on board with the scriptures because the scriptures is sufficient. I'm a believer. I'm a follower of the revolutionary Jesus, not that one that others follow. I'm not on board with this white boy. No. I'm on board with the one who was turning up tables and whipping folks out the temple.
Come on.
Okay? Who believes you should have you a gun, not just one, get 2 guns.
Come on.
Take your purse, take your scripts, and don't forget your sword. I'm on board with that one. What am I going to say again? With the sword.
That's right.
Okay? A lot of folks not going to get with you. Okay? I don't need a lot of folks to get with me. I just need the ones who believe that we can do better. We can have better. But we got to deal with these traitors that's walking among us with impunity, who's speaking on behalf of us because we've allowed them to have this voice. Malcolm was alive today, and they had an audience with him. Do you think they would talk to Malcolm? You think Steve Harvey would say something to Malcolm?
Not a damn thing. Come on.
You think Ricky Smiley would go to Malcolm for some counsel and ask him, did I say the right things? Do you think D.L. Hughley will go to Malcolm with this foolishness? Miss me with this, man. We've gone from civil rights leaders to comedians, just like that. We've gone from civil, and I'm not mentioning it. I said civil rights, not silver rights.
Come on.
Because the civil rights is Al Sharpton. Okay? To comedians. That's why I say the world look at us as a joke. Because we, again, think about what Kamala did with the sisters. Think about how she put Megan Thee Stallion up as a representation of Black women. And the whole world saw it. Athletes, entertainers, comedians.
And Black women haven't even said a damn thing in their own defense.
Come on. The silence of Black women speaks about the betrayal of their own collective. Let's keep it 100.
Well, you know what? We know that there are sisters, some sisters Just not enough of our sisters.
Okay, I'll say some.
What? But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's stop here.
Go ahead. Come on.
Now this is an issue here.
Come on.
What's the saying in our community? Because some black men are bad, is that black men ain't shit, and it's across the board. It's collective.
Go there.
It seems as if the only way we're going to be able to get a lot of black women to become their consciousness triggered to say most black women aren't shit. If they let this happen, see, this is why I don't like that bastard Michael Eric Dyson. We keep calling people queen. I think we need to bring the B word back. It's not used enough. And it needs to be appropriate at who we're calling one and why. Many of the bitches are men, but some of these bitches are women. And we're the only men in the world that do not discipline black women. We're the only men that don't discipline our women. We're the only men that don't call women out, that don't correct women. And this is a problem. And yes, someone's going to lead. And somebody's got to follow. And I noticed this shit. Oh, yeah, we got to get behind the black. You never see white men or any other group of men run to get behind female leadership anywhere in the world. And a lot of black men consider this how advanced they are. No, you're a faggonist. You're a faggot in your mind. You may like a woman's private part, but you don't like the man part you're supposed to be in your damn brain.
Come on.
Okay, there's a problem with that. And I noticed this the first time when I was in elementary school. Whenever there would be a class selection or a vote, typically it was a black male that would nominate a black female to be the leader. You rarely saw a black male get behind another black male and say he should be the leader. The black females voted as a block. This is what I saw. And the black males would be, well, they wanted to be cool with the girls because they want some pussy. They're going to vote for the female for pussy. They're not going to deal with whether the person's good or not. This is how black men are. And as long as black men are as stupid as stray dogs in heat in the alley, where it's busting that nut here and now, and they're fatalistic, I may never get another chance to get my dick greased. Damn the future. Which is how black men think. That's not heterosexuality. That's suicidality. Cool. Genuine heterosexuality has a vision of a legacy. Family, patrimony, husbandry, offspring, destiny. It's not, oh man, I got to lift it. I'm about to explode and I don't care. Because in reality, the same men who have no control over their penis will fuck a man as fast as they'll fuck a woman. And I refuse for anyone to try to tell me it's not the same, because in reality, it has nothing to do with love or commitment or dedication or something that creates something that's going to last long. It's for the moment. And that's why a lot of these young kids that came up without any structure, girls and boys, flip back and forth between male and female. They're gay, they're man one woman minute, a woman the next. I'm gay, I'm bi, well, I'm non-binary. Whatever it is, it fucking strokes me. That non-binary is a word, but non-binary has been here a long time. Actually, binary means there's two and there are rules. Non-binary means there's many and there are no rules. And we've had a lot of black people that are subversive, degenerate, rebellious scum that do every and any vile thing. And they don't deserve our protection or respect. And I'm sorry, the minute, in fact, let me say something to the men listening. I've worked with people, multi-ethnic, 40, 50 different ethnic groups. When they would see black women yelling and screaming and acting out of order, they didn't look at the black women. They looked at black men as weak, child. Because, you know, that doesn't happen for the Spanish. That would be shut down. They tell the woman to shut up. I don't know. You can't tell her to shut the fuck up. A lot of stuff would be cut off if people were told to shut up. Well, you can't tell her to shut up. You can't do that. You could. Well, then how do I have any authority if I can't check anything? Well, you have to use psychology. This is what these little bitch administrative women in the school would say. Now, they would be all kind of shitty towards male teachers, can't control these unruly bastards of these whores who lay up with everybody. If you halfway corrected a youth, oh, you hurt him, you have to use psychology. That woman be the first person to be super forceful, violent, and abusive. It's okay if women tell people to shut up. It's okay if women put their, but don't you, especially as a righteous man, do anything. Same way a woman will get with a man that will kick the shit out of her every day if he's abusive. But if he's righteous, he can't ask her to do stuff. And it's a challenge. You won't dare use, and I'm not encouraging force or violence. I'm saying the respect should be there when we just talk to each other. But that respect isn't there. And the answer isn't violence. The answer is we're going to have to, the same way that we have to walk over cadavers, we're going to have to take our young men and maybe some of our women to other cultures and marry them off to people that want to form families. Because the rot of the ones who do not want to be wives or husbands is too many. And so...
Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on. I have my brother Vader. My brother Vader been waiting in the wings real quick, and then we got to swing the queue. We got to get these brothers back in the conversation. Brother Vader, what's on your mind, brother? Talk to me about this, man. It's debacle here. Come talk to me.
I'm just listening to everyone with their submissions, and if you play the two videos that you did back to back, Martin and Malcolm, right? And I don't mean to be disrespectful, so I'll say Dr. Martin and
that's right. Yes,
and our prophet, Brother Malcolm. If you play them back to back, one person clearly defines the mission, and the other clearly tells you what the mission obstacles are going to be. And so, for having a blueprint for what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to get it done for decades, and then not accomplishing that, we gotta look at ourselves and realize that we didn't do what we were supposed to do. We had everything that we needed, and so from this point forward, we got to execute the way we're supposed to. So I'm just going to land on that.
Hey, Chef, I just have to add this. People need to remember that the black leadership that would have done what Brother Vader's talking about, they were all destroyed by the Boule. The Boule had agents on site to watch Martin Luther King be shot. That's Jesse Jackson and Billy Kyles. The Boule signed off on Medgar Evers' assassination. The Boule was aware, and the Boule helped spy on Malcolm X. People need to understand that the Boule cooperated with the murder of civil rights workers in Mississippi. These people have gotten black people killed. The Boule conspired against Robert Williams, the guy who wrote the book Negroes with Guns. These people have actively worked with people to assassinate the true leaders in our community. See, only a small percentage of any population is leadership. I mean, this is a problem that I have with black people. We actually have internalized this white saying that a nigger's a nigger. It's not so. They're geniuses and they're mediocres. They're banals and they're pathetics. Right. You're not going to meet somebody like Lone Wolf out of 10,000 people. Just because he's black doesn't mean he's just like George Floyd. We have such disrespect for ourselves when we see a black person that's genius or talented. We take it as, well, yeah, he's black. Instead of, man, that's a genius guy. I absolutely need to connect to him to get where I'm coming from. And it's like meeting a brother Negro. You can see Negro's genius. Rough around the edges is genius. I'm going to take time to talk to him. I'm not going to say, okay, well, he reads a lot of books. we don't respect or like each other enough. So when there is leadership abounds in our community. We don't want it because we need it to be gaudy. We need big cars. We need a jet. You need to have a mansion. You need to do all of this stuff. You have to be a sellout to have the trinkets and the baubles and the bullshit that dumb fuck black people need before I can recognize that you're right. It's the same way I tell people, I advise people all the time, do this, do that. And they say, well, you don't have a car. You don't have a house. What does it have to do with whether I'm right or wrong? Okay, and I'm going to repeat the story I told people. And last time, the Jesuit, the expert, said black people lack a committed, dedicated, truthful cadre of men that look out for black people's welfare. And every time you see a black person emerge, whether it is Huey Newton or any of them, the Boule has helped target them and kill them and destroy them. That is their mission. And so in reality, we need to understand when you see leadership, you rally to it. If I were a white man right now and I was a white supremacist, I would have 1 million followers. I'm not saying I even want 1 million. Being black and being right and doing shit, you know what? That hasn't mattered a fuck to large numbers of people. Yeah, he was right about Kamala 6 years. God, do you realize that's called profits? Okay? If I wrote 4 years ago, yesterday actually, that Kamala Harris would be running for president of the United States, and put it in writing and published it, and now it's happening. And if I did a radio show 5 years ago and said Kamala Harris is going to be running for president before she even ran for the nomination, someone would say, you know what? You're unusual. But when you look at somebody's skin color and it's black like yours, well, it doesn't mean anything. It's the same way we get fascinated with Eminem or anybody white that copies what we do. We ascribe greatness to it. When there's someone great amongst us that don't do what we do, we say, well, they're black. It's crazy. And so there are very few people, maybe 1 out of 1,000 people is a leader. The elite have the sense to know that, which is why they're at the universities. That's why they get drugs and alcohol, and they created these things to catch all of the leadership of the talent and steer it in a direction against that of their people. The people who refuse to suck ass and suck dick and suck nuts and munch on carpet to be in the leadership group don't have a base of people that back them. So when Martin Luther King starts doing the right thing, he's dead within a year or two. When Malcolm moves, he's dead within a year or two. When Medgar moves, he's dead. Everybody that moves gets killed. The Boule were there to witness Whitney Young being murdered. They've been there on site to supervise the murder of black leaders in this country. This is how wicked these people are. So as a result, like you say, Dr. Short, I would have never been Dr. Short unless somebody white that wasn't in the Boule demanded that the Boule give me my degree. I wouldn't have gotten it. The Boule decided I would not have it because I defied them. So this little doctor's degree, you hear me? I wouldn't have gotten it. I fought with the Qs of being a little bisexual. Patrick Swigert, yeah, niggas, y'all won't dare sue me. I'll bring up the fact that you were sexually harassing your chauffeur. Drove the man almost to suicide. I don't fear them because I'm speaking the truth. But when you tell the truth, like along with the others, most black people are caught up by the celebrity of the Boule. And therefore, the authenticity, the decent people who stand up don't count. Fannie Lou Hamer doesn't get the same love as Rosa Parks. I'm not knocking Rosa Parks, but Fannie Lou Hamer's ass got beat a hell of a lot more than anything that ever happened to Rosa Parks. But she's dark-skinned, she's fat, she's broke. That's not sexy to us because we don't like who we really are. So when we see true leadership, we can't respect it unless it's exalted because we don't like who we are, where we are, what we are. So the Boule has an advantage because of our self-hatred and obsession with celebrities and status and what we imagine white people are until the saviors, the prophets, the heroes don't even matter to us. We've got more. We've got black political prisoners that have rotted in jail for decades, and you don't even fucking know their names. People have been beaten and tortured and sat in supermax prisons dedicated to our people to death, and their names are forgotten. Nobody will take a risk for such a people. Other people remember. It's like Nat Turner should be the national hero of black people. This folk are still reluctant to say his name. He's been dead almost 200 years. Will white people be upset? I mean, we're sick. So leadership and freedom does not come when cowardice and what I would call socio-political faggotry is the norm of a people. When you won't get behind someone that stands up, when you see it and you hear it and you run from what's greatness because, well, what, it's not in a palace in Hollywood having sex with kids, then you don't get liberators. Okay, so we as a collective, again, it comes back to morality. As long as the religion of black people is worshiping white people and their house niggas, which is idolatry, and I know a lot of niggas out there say, I came up in the church, you didn't believe in God. You believed in white people and white power and white money and want to be white black people. You don't believe in God, an all-powerful God that Nat Turner believed in. I don't see how we're going to get free, but we're going to fight their asses anyway. If we die, we die. We don't have that kind of courage. The Boule doesn't encourage it. The church that they've hijacked doesn't do it. If you watch the Masons, the Black Masons grovel over white people like I did on June 6th down at the Masonic Hall, our whole system is oriented towards worshiping white people. We're pagan. We aren't Christian. We're not even Muslim. Those folks worship Arabs who enslave and dog people. Yeah, y'all do. The Negroes or the Buddhists worship the light. We're fakes. We go to Egypt where the white Egyptians are. We don't go down where the Nubians are. Wherever something is truly black, we run from it. As long as you hate yourself and you hate God, nothing ever changes.
Salute our brother Dr. Randy Shaw. This nigga in here cooking today. God damn it. Salute the brother Dr. Randy. Damn it. It's the type of time we on today, family. This is the type of time we on today. None of that pussyfooting shit. Niggas gonna tell you you got to go this way, you got to do it right like this. No. Sometimes they just need to know that you're there. You gotta let them know that you're unapologetically there in their face, and we're not gonna continue to take the bullshit that they're putting out on us. That's it. Ain't no right or polite way to fucking do this.
Right.
You wanna get busy? Let's get busy then.
And Chef, this,
yes, sir.
And to your point, because I want to be this, when Dr. Short was talking about speaking to certain people. You know, when I was police, you deal with criminals. There was a soft tone. Let me see your hands. Put your hands up. There was a hard tone. Let me see your motherfucking hands. Put your goddamn hands up.
Come on.
Okay?
Come on.
And some people are afraid to tell. Some people are afraid to tell their loved ones, "Shut the fuck up."
There you go. Simple now. We got to get
there's that. Come on, baby, just chill. No time for that. But it's that. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Exactly.
Come on, Wolf.
Let me see your goddamn hands on. Let me see your hands. We've been pussying and pacifying folks for too long. We talk about the survival of a species, family. That's why you see it along with fire behind you.
That's right.
Becoming the thing that I want to see. So it's time to stop pussyfooting these folks, call them out, and then tell them to shut the fuck up.
Say it. Ain't no right. Come on, Wolf. Come on now.
Hey, when this shit hits the fan, okay?
Because it is.
Shit gonna hit the fan.
That's right.
You're gonna be looking for somebody like me to tell you to shut the fuck up and take that post.
There you go. Cool.
Shut the fuck up and take that assignment.
Let him cook.
And Lone Wolf, they do shut the fuck up at work and in the army, and whenever they hear it from a white male voice, they do it. We must instill a fear and a respect. As it says in Machiavelli, it's better to be feared than loved. In fact, but our community in particular, the black man's always striving to be loved, like the world's gonna run out of pussy. It's okay if some people hate you. They're gonna hate you no matter what you do if you're black anyway. So why not be feared since you can't help being hated?
Come on.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Hold on. We got my brother. Yeah.
They live for the applause of men.
Yeah, you understand?
They live for the fucking applause of men. And when they finish with you, like every tool worker, he breaks it.
Or a condom. You roll it off and throw it into the gutter.
Like a hoe. Come on. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Listen, real quick. Pause, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're fucking with the cook up this afternoon, show some likes, some saute pans, some ones in the chat. Put some respect on what we coming with here today.
And Chef C, it's time to do a commercial for Pat Talk for the Patriarch Summit. Look, guys, I'm going to just say this because things are going differently, and it's basically my fault, but I will repeat it so you're clear. We need about $1,000 to really retire all the debts we've run up to do this Patriarch Summit. I would have liked to have been well. I would have liked to have not had severe sepsis. I would have liked to have not learned that I have stage 4 cancer. I repeat, I have stage 4 cancer. Thank God I know this. I don't think I'm going to die, but if I did, I'd like to have left this life saying I did something to rescue my people from the shit that they're in. Chef C has gone into his pocket. I mean, hell, I end up having to be in the hospital for 2 weeks, and I got this Billie Holiday shit on where I have to keep taking it. They gave me such dangerous blood until they're giving me double the amount of antibiotics for an extended period to clean up the mess that somebody made in a hospital 2.5 years ago. So it's almost like I got assassinated, but I survived. I would like to, and I need to let y'all know, I'm going to go public. I have failed to be the kind of partner that I thought I would be to Chef C in terms of raising money, in terms of just health happens. I stepped away a second ago. Unfortunately, I almost, almost was dizzy, needed to eat. All of this crazy stuff has happened, but I feel like it's a move of evil to stop me. If I had died a few weeks ago from septicemia, it would have ruined the Patriarch Summit. All kinds of craziness has happened. The mess with Chef and I trying to do this. Chef doesn't like begging, but I'm telling y'all, we need to make it rain on the Patriarch Summit to pay the final expenses, and understand it's going to be shorter because I'm not well. Okay, I would love to be well. I can't believe the timing of how I had acute kidney injury, which can kill, bacteremia, which leads to septicemia, severe sepsis. I've got lymphatic cancer. All this shit hit recently. It's almost as if something said, we're not going to let these people get it together. Let's slay the dreamer and see what comes of his dreams. Look, we're not out trying to lay on the beach with white girls in Brazil. We're trying to get something moving for Black men and women and youth. We can't do it alone. And this is part of the problem we have. When it takes a critical mass. Nat Turner needed a critical mass. Dr. King, everybody needs. Malcolm was meeting in the Audubon trying to get a critical mass, because you can't do it. You can have all the answers to what faces black people, the ability to do it, but if you don't have a critical mass of people, it won't happen. We're trying to get a critical mass. When Sister JD is being bothered in her apartment, when my friend is run off her job because she's helping young black men in the DC jail, and people come to me, I try to find a mass of people, work with me. We can come up with the strategy to kick them in the ass. Normally, thank God for Lone Wolf, normally can't find another person. I have these conversations with black men all over the country. Do you have anybody to work with? They say, no, I can't find them. This is why I talk so harshly against what I call brotherfucker and fagonist black men. People who only care about their damn job or their damn dick or the woman that they're begging for pussy for, and our people are under attack. We're trying to get, we begin to find a group of black men across the country that want to do something. But in order to do that, well, we don't have places to meet anymore unless you have money. And if it's a nice place that you don't talk about us like shit, then we have to fix it up if they give us a decent price, but it's fucked up on the inside. If it's a nice place, it's white owned, and we give them money, and then we have to watch what we're saying. So we're doing it virtually, but we need help. So we have a website, all this stuff, the video and all the stuff that you looked at that you think looks nice. It's interesting that we've got champagne taste as a people. We really do. But we've got penny candy, generosity, and charity to get the things that we want. Why can't we conclude tonight with $1,000? In fact, we've come down considerably. Our hosts backed out. Hosts tried to turn Chef and I against each other. One of our funders tried to turn other people, lying on me, all this other kind of bullshit. We didn't want to talk about this. We want to be positive, but you have no idea. Working and trying to find the people to do stuff with, how crazy it is. Tried to have backpack last year. The person's a con artist, stealing from me, stealing from my friends, stealing from everybody, lying on me, putting this all over the country. All you want to do is try to help your own, and you get persecuted, ripped off, messed over. Almost like you're a disciple of Jesus Christ because you don't like racism, white supremacy, and you think we should get our motherfucking money. I'm saying to you that people out there enough of you watching that could drop 25 or 50. You can put it on the GoFundMe, or you can send it to Chef's GoFundMe, and we'll clear this thing. And what you pay for, the website, the digital work, that we have this wonderful, beautiful brother named Michael Warren, who's working way below what he should be, what he should charge. We've created the infrastructure to move forward, even if our first meeting is like just 20 of us or 30 of us. We don't have to have everybody to move. We need to remind you, all of the black movements start with less than 5 people. If we have a righteous 5, the word's going to go everywhere. And there are people that want to work with us. People in Mississippi now. There's a whole group in Mississippi that want to work with Chef and I and Lone Wolf. But literally it takes time. It takes resources. Look at how the white folk in this country have gone broke putting money into the military to fight and protect and invade. We don't invest in people that fight for us. We don't. We don't invest in people that advocate for us. And as a result, you have no voice. You have no organizations that are truly for you. No, you don't. We don't. We're trying to get one. Why should we have to beg? Beyonce's witch ass can command $1,000 for a ticket for you to watch her jiggle her ass for maybe an hour. We're talking about something that you might need, like we need to find lawyers and all kinds of stuff when things happen. Again, my sister is sexually harassed on a job, gets fired. She's facing homelessness, congestive heart failure, and possibly having the kids removed because something happened And we're running around trying to find lawyers, trying to find this with no money. If we could fight and stand somewhere, we could fight all the time. The whole civil rights movement came out of the fact that people used to give and used to support lawyers and other people, black business people, even if it was quietly, you know. So yes, I need some damn money. I need to be able to make certain that Chef C doesn't go broke in this slow ass season spending his money. And right now I have to keep buying shit because I don't want them to radiate my ass. And I don't want to take female hormones and hormone therapy. Then I'll be growing titties and shit, and y'all be wondering if I'm going to be a trans. So I'm buying all kinds of herbs and shit. It's expensive. But I don't want them to kill me or toxify my body any worse than what it already is. So I'm being real. Most people, if they were dealing with the cancer stage 4, would be panicked and frustrated and all that. I'm not. I've had, like, in the last, all this death shit, people wanted to kill me in the hospital. I've been dealing with death for a lifetime, and as long as we're living, as the scripture says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Life is nothing but a walk through the shadow of death because everybody's going to die. So I'm not trying to be morbid. But for all of you that follow, y'all should dig deep and help us retire this debt. And so we can begin to work on the WASI Summit. We're in this to win it. And I want to say thank you to everybody that has given. Give some more. We're moving forward. Show me another place where you can get so many black men that are not trying to clap their ass to talk about issues on a regular basis. And we got a lot more. Want to let y'all know, if I believe I will have I will be a retired person within days. I will have an ability to greatly improve the presentation of what I'm doing, but it always takes money. I know how Negroes want Hollywood production, but we're the ones that gave the capital for the white folks to have all the shine and all of the sparkle, and we didn't do it for self. So you got to start somewhere. I absolutely want your help for us to build our own house. We give time and we need resources. And by the way, I'm encouraged when I see people give because at least lets us know someone appreciates it. The scriptures say where the heart is, there's the treasury. If black people haven't invested in their own army and their own nation, it means that we don't love ourselves. Our heart is with our enemies. If you're not like that, can't keep Malcolm from getting shot, can't bring Dr. King off the balcony, can't help Mark Clark or Fred Hampton, but you can help Chef C, who's been carrying this all the while, been in the hospital, hasn't said anything to me. Chef C is a real jewel. And I'm speaking because I'm like, damn, I'm failing. I got this great brother, and damn, I got sick. And every time I say, I'm going to get better, I'm going to get better, I was telling Chef C, I'm going to be up, Chef C, I'm coming, Chef C. And every time it's more and more bad news from the doctors. And my hospital bed, I felt like fighting. And I don't give a damn about stage 4 cancer or stage 2 cancer for the other one. I don't give a damn. I want my motherfucking money. I want freedom. I want unity. I want solidarity. And I don't mind dying. That doesn't bug me one bit. I can jump into my grave feeling good I did what I could do. I feel like I could do a lot more. I need your help. The Patriarch Summit is up. It's patriarchsummit.com. You can send it straight there, but make it rain. Chef has been taking time away from his business to do this. I need your help. I don't want Chef C let down. These are younger brothers working with the old ass, almost boomer, but I'm an Xer, working to help an old broke ass white-haired nigga like me try to do something. And that's Negro too. As broke as his ass is, be sending me his book money. checking on me. I appreciate the brotherhood. Same thing from Brother Juan, Brother Twizzle. This is the beginning of more than what it seems. I could say this to you. There are a whole lot of niggas, they just talk. They're making money and they're talking. They're not talking about organizing. They're talking about movement. They're talking about their own business. And a lot of what they do is good. I'm not going to criticize. We're talking about doing something and more than that. So the brothers in Mississippi who reached out, who sent me books that want to work with, people are beginning to hear about it. Our people have been let down and disappointed so many times until they're reticent and reluctant to reach out because they can't tell who's fake and who's real. I'm real, okay? And if I told you I have dick cancer, believe your ass I have it. If I told you that I could have been dead, it's real. I'm fortunate to be here. They didn't even tell me how close to death I was when I got to the hospital. But I'm here for a reason. What are you here for? Is this entertainment, or are you serious about doing something? And it doesn't take everybody. There's one person out there that could just take care of $1,000. And we're not even asking for one person to do it. But we've got 48, we got 88 people, and he's got some. I've got almost 100 people watching. Everybody could give 10, or everybody could give whatever, 15, and we'd have something left over. You don't have to travel. All you have to do is plug in. It's all been provided. Patriarch Summit. It's the 24th.
Salute, Brother Dr. Short. Definitely, man. I appreciate you dropping the commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a brief commercial, but again, I want to salute to everybody that's checked in with us. My brother Black Laren, RD, salute. My brother Freezy from No Captivity. If I miss you, my sister Star, we got Clever in here. If I miss you, drop your name in here. I'll put some more.
And by the way, we've got to thank our moderators, Sister Star,
absolutely,
Sister Quiet Scales, Sister JD, Sister Miriam. In fact, you know what? I'm going to say this to the black men listening. I mean, it's going to be, I pity the fact that I've got to say this to you. But I know that when we start working with the women, they're going to put the brothers to shame. And I don't want competition between men and women. But why is it, black men, that it's so much easier to get black women to mobilize than it is black men? Why do we run away from greatness? Why is it when there's a problem, if you've ever had a job, you couldn't get a committee of black men to stand up, yet the illegals come in and they rock and take over and the country can't even speak the language? Why are we such fags? You know, you get drag queens that fight harder for deviance than black men who are straight fight for the survival of their species. Why are we like this?
Well, I'll tell you what, Brother Dr. Short, you know, what we're looking for, the kind of justice that our community requires is a proprietary position that black American men have to stand on to the end. But let's take a brief commercial break. That's my position. And then we're going to play that clip from Ricky Smiley. Because, yeah.
You mean Dickie Smiley.
Hey, Brother Chef, I wanted to touch upon. I sent you some stuff in the email about Huey P. You know, Huey P was a part of the D9, and on top of that, I got it broken down to his frat, COINTELPRO. I definitely wanted to touch upon that lightly, and I sent you some more information to solidify that talking point as well.
Copy. All right, we'll touch on that when we get back from the commercial. 370 plus in the building. Make sure y'all like, sharing, and subscribe, and salute to everybody that's checked in with us right now. We'll be right back after this commercial. Keep it locked, family.
We have to begin to groom leadership, and we also have to get rid of old school, old black folk who don't want anyone else. The boomer generation can't die off fast enough for me, a lot of them, because they haven't let the X generation take root.
The struggle will now be vastalized. On August 24th, 2024, we're launching the Patriot Summit. You must be there. We are going to save ourselves, our men, our women, our children, our community. We need a few that will do. Why not you? We want a few good men and a few good women. Join forces. It's the Patriarch Summit. Check our GoFundMe link. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Make sure y'all go over there to the website, patriarchsummit.com. Get your ticket. So much value going to be provided on that day. You know, actually some digital tangible assets you can actually print out as well and use from some of our presenters. It's going to be a jam-packed day of value. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me play this Ricky Smiley clip. Now, this is one of the first people that we got to get into. Pause. Okay? And listen, I'm not even going to get no big story. Let's get into this thing, y'all. Let's get into this. Fair use. All right, fair use, family.
Entertainment. It's the front page on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 24 minutes after the hour, y'all got the front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Here's what's happening in news. Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota held their first joint campaign rally together in Philadelphia. Kamala Harris praised Walz going down his list of titles from coach to congressman and even military veteran. She ended his introduction, Ricky, saying, and in 91 days, the nation will know Coach Walz by another name, Vice President of the States. Are you excited about Tim Walz? I already know the answer to that question.
Always.
What excites you the most about him?
Just that he's just a regular, like he reminds you of your high school principal. He reminds you of your high school football coach, and he was a football coach that led his team to a state championship. And he is just awesome. He's for the people. He stands up for women's rights, and he's a popular governor in the great state of Minnesota, which Trump won in 2016. That state was picked off by Joe Biden, and I think we'll definitely get his state and the state of Pennsylvania as well. Either one of those governors would have been a great choice for Kamala Harris. I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. Y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media and stop. Like that's just garbage.
Yeah,
it's just garbage. Everybody got to find. Can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One.
All right, let's agree then. Has anybody in the community kitchen chat heard Ricky Smiley advocate on behalf of reparations for Black Americans? Has anybody heard him do it?
No, but he spoke against it. He spoke against it, though.
You know what?
Can we agree?
I bet you.
Hold on. Let me use the same rhetoric. Ricky Smiley, can we just agree that Black Americans need reparations? Can we just all get on the same page, you bitch?
You know what?
Sick of these niggas.
If they were talking about reconstructive surgery for people whose buttholes have been tore up, I bet you he could get him on there to do that. And that's why I'm doing this. He's just sucking the white man's dick so hard. He should have been born with a white penis instead of a tongue in his mouth.
Come on. Brother Q. I ain't hear from my brother Q in a minute. Brother Q, talk to me about this slip and slide, wide glasses, bow tie wearing hoe right here. Talk to me.
It's funny that he said what he said because obviously he didn't do any research. I happen to live in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is not going to be easy for either candidate to win. Actually, Trump was 2 miles from my house yesterday doing a big rally. He turned a bunch of counties in Pennsylvania red. You know, it's sad that this guy thinks that he has that much of an influence to have that much disregard for people that's not with Kamala.
Hold on 1 second, brother. I went to Howard with Ricky Smiley.
Come on.
Okay, when I talk about all the homosexual ritual, guys licking semen off their fingers when they would do their steps, that's Ricky's class. That's Ricky's group, where the guys would have their your pelvis against the guy's backside. They'd march around and do homo type stuff to the cheers of the sorority sisters. Okay, he went to Howard with Kamala. That's why he's upset. Kamala, all of them were fucking each other back in the 80s. This is emotional shit. It's not research. They're fuck buddies. They're fuck friends. That's what this is about. The Congressional Black Caucus, it's not they don't talk policy. It's the fucking that goes on after the fashion show and shit's over. That's what these people are about. It's all about fucking. It's not freedom. It's not justice. It's just fucking. It's degeneracy. Their thing is that the other niggas are going to die. Let's live good until white genocide of blacks happens.
You know, and listen, you touched on the semen shit. That's probably why he's advocating so much for Tim Wise. Look at here. This is the horse cum nigga right here. Look at Mr. Horse cum drinking a guzzler right here.
I'd hate to have him put secret sauce in any food I ate.
Balls. But yeah, let's play a little bit more. Of this. Brother Q, were you finished with your did you land your plane, Q?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's play a little bit more of this thing. Come on.
Person want a hot dog.
I always
Black folks get on my damn nerves, man. Why
he wants a hot dog.
All these celebrities making all these videos going off on Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the black men, Kamala Harris didn't prosecute you and treated you bad in court. I got treated bad in court too, but I'm with her because a vote for her. If you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same energy for Donald Trump?
Where's that same energy for reparations?
Hey, Chef, have you noticed that his voice sounds gravelly? I wonder if he's got some horse cum in his throat.
He got something stuck in the
something in there stuck in there.
Let me go to Brother Juan real quick. No, actually, yeah, let me go to Brother Juan. Brother Juan, this slip and slide Negro here. Salute to the over 390 in the building. Let's get some more lights up, family. We doing good with the lights too. Let's get some more lights up and share this thing out. We cooking these things.
And drop some money in the cash app. We got 1,000.
Matter of fact, and you know what? I'm gonna say salute to everybody. I see y'all hitting the cash apps. I see y'all hitting the GoFundMe.
Thank you, Brother Ivan. Thank you, Prime One. Thank you, everybody that's giving. Chef needs it. Chef's gone in the hole. And shoot, I ain't too proud to beg. I'm in the Temptations. And we need it. And we're going to need it for the next thing. And I know the sisters are going to come through. Okay, let's keep talking about this sorry ass nigga, man. Damn.
Yeah. Let me go to Brother Juan. Brother Juan, talk to me, sir.
Let me do a disclaimer.
Yes, sir.
I don't know Ricky Smiley.
But that's a slip and slide nigga there. Go ahead.
A real slip and slide.
But I know a weak man. I can sense a weak man miles away. And so here it is. You're talking about just vote for her because of what? Because she's black?
She's not black. She's Indian.
She's melanated. Yeah.
Because she's melanated? Okay. Look, I'm always thinking about the future of this nation. I'm always thinking about where we are going. And I cannot imagine Kamala in the Situation Room giving directions for this country. We got two wars going on and proxy wars going on right now. And you're going to tell me that you feel comfortable with Kamala Harris giving instructions on the survival of this nation?
And what's
that Donald J. Trump is the worst person when he's already been at the helm for 4 years?
Yes.
See, the disrespect I don't care for is you're treating a man who already had the position like he's never had the position.
You know, and you know what, Lone Wolf? Let me say this. What's Kamala going to do? Give Putin or Xi Jinping a hand job? This is more than fucking some stupid black guys or some white guys in the basement of City Hall. This is a little bit more than giggling and doing blowjobs. This is about the survival of a nation.
Yes.
And a hoe, being a hoe, maybe she's good at it. Look at how far she's gotten, them big, powerful jaws she's got. But that doesn't make her a stateswoman. She's not Margaret Thatcher. In fact, frankly, I think Megan Thee Stallion is smarter than she is. I had a call from Tanzania today, and the guy that I know, I went to Howard with, had a buddy who worked for Kamala Harris when she was district attorney. And he said that Kamala Harris was such a dishonest person. She hated for people to look her in the eye. She was shitty towards people. She didn't come to work. She was lazy. She didn't like working. That's hoe behavior. She's a hoe. And she'll never be anything but a fucking Asiatic hoe. And black women should be offended that an Asian hoe who sees them as subhuman shit out of God's ass is pretending to be one of them. I mean, it's the dumbest thing ever.
Go ahead, Brother Wolf. We are either funding wars right now. We're funding Ukraine against Russia. We're funding Israel against Hamas, Hezbollah, Iran. We're funding proxy wars around the globe. And you're trying to tell me that you would rather have a woman in the office doing the job that men should be doing, making the decisions that men should be doing. That speaks to the feminization of the males right now. That speaks to the emasculation of males right now. That black people is so enthralled with having a female in charge in times of war. I would never put my woman out before me in times of war. It's the man's job to fight, to stand up. This ain't about no popularity contest. This is about the survival of this nation. This is about war. And I can't in good conscience throw Kamala Harris in, knowing that the survival of this nation is at stake. It's not about being no first black female, nothing. No first black woman of color, nothing. This is about the survival of this country. Okay? So if you want to shame me for saying I'll choose the other person, or I'll just put my own name in it, because I know where I stay right now. It's a Democratic stronghold. So remembering, the Electoral College wins. They are the ones who select the presidency. We've had two political races the last couple of years where Hillary got the popular vote, okay, but she lost the presidency. It's the Electoral College family that wins this, okay? But no, me in good conscience, I will not sit back and be comfortable with Kamala Harris at the helm of this nation and the survival of this country. No, I'll take my chances with somebody else.
Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, let me go to the brother Negro. What say you on this first portion of what Ricky Smiley is saying, brother Negro? What say you on the first portion of this, sir?
I watched the whole thing. I'm annoyed by it. This dude is definitely an issue. I'll go as far as to say that anybody a part of these D9s is an extension of COINTELPRO, hands down. One of the things that I wanted to touch upon was about that guy, you mentioned Huey P., right? Or my man, he was a part of one of those frats as well. They're claiming him in the book. And one of the things that I'm looking at is just that they put that man in that organization to monitor him. And at the end, that was the end of his demise. Yeah. And then when I start looking up to some of the things that's up today, I sent you some articles from Fox News, 32 from Chicago, them partnering up with the FBI. Then you have the NAACP, which is like an extension of the D9s, and them partnering up with the FBI to hide out on cold cases, which is
I think they're called
the HBCUs work with the CIA and FBI.
Yes, they do.
Howard started working directly with the CIA in 1999. I know because I got taken to the CIA as the prime student that they wanted to go to the CIA. I'm just telling you. I ain't say October 1999. I was on the George Bush campus at the CIA. Of course, I got blamed for Howard students refusing to take photographs as a photo op for the CIA. They blamed me for ruining the CIA's project for Black youth. I mean, all I did was say I didn't want to take a picture. So I'm not telling you shit I don't know. I was at the fucking CIA.
No doubt. Salute to the 410 plus in the building. Brother Negro, go ahead. You got the flow.
Yeah, and these guys, they're also like these frats. They're up in my campuses that I go to, and they are. I look at when we talk about opposition, right? Ops, right? And I really think as a community, we need to change our framework about that conversation. It's no longer just individual. We have to look at organizations. We have to look at businesses. We have to look at corporations.
The National Asshole Network.
Mm-hmm. And these are the things that I'm talking about here. That the opposition against our community has taken new shapes and new forms. Malcolm X has warned us and said that racism is like a Cadillac. It comes in various different forms and it's an upgraded model every year. So what do you expect when it comes to the COINTELPRO? It has not left. They're still operating. These are the same people that they'll call for support of the activists just in the same breath to shut them down, as in the NAACP, the Urban League, and those people.
The National Asshole Network.
Officers that are 10 or D9.
The National Asshole Network.
Oh yeah, the Action Network.
The Ass Network.
No, the
420 plus in the building.
The National Asshole Network.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I'm just like, don't go for it. It is what it is.
Y'all not even out here doing real research. Look at her record. If you do the research or whatever, stop believing everything you read and do real research, you can see what a record is. You can see what she have done.
All right, let's talk about that record. Let's pause. Let's go one by one from the gentleman here. Let me start with my brother Q. Brother Q, can you give me one thing that Kamala Harris's record shows, sir? Brother Q. Are you in the building, Brother Q? Can you hear me, sir? All right, let's slide to Brother. He might not hear me right now. Brother Vader is in the building. Brother Vader, can you give me one thing? And you out there in California. Brother Vader is in California. Brother Vader, if you're in the building, tell me one thing that Kamala Harris record shows that we don't know about over here.
So I was actually summoned to a room minutes before the podcast started, and it ended up being a Democrat showroom. And the brother that was hosting just told us just a straight up lie. Just sounded just like Ricky Smiley and these other Democratic shows. And he was trying to say that her record doesn't show that she was incarcerating like that out here. And this is complete fucking lies. So when I first moved to the Bay, it's just why, and everyone knows this about San Francisco. San Francisco has had an expressed, not implied, an expressed policy of ignoring marijuana charges and enforcement and prosecution. They have an expressed refusal to prosecute and to enforce marijuana laws in San Francisco. This is decades.
Going back to the 1960s, Summer of Love, 1966-67, almost 60 years worth.
Exactly. In fact, Golden Gate Park has an annual celebration where it's not just weed; it's all kind of craziness that happens. So everyone knows this. And when Kamala Harris became the DA of San Francisco, the numbers of enforcement of marijuana laws and convictions just skyrocketed. And she specifically deployed units for policing areas, which were the 3rd Street corridor, which is that's where there's only 3 places that black people live in San Francisco: the Fillmore District, the 3rd Street corridor, and then Bayview, Hunters Point. That's the only 3 places that black people live in San Francisco. And the convictions, the policing, all that shit just skyrocketed in those 3 neighborhoods when she became the DA. Okay, so and that's her record. And can't nobody lie about this shit, right? It's fucking plain as day. So that's her record as it stands out there that most people don't know about. So I land on that.
Cook her ass. Cook her the fuck up out the way. Brother Wolf, yeah. Brother Wolf, let's continue with this record, this record that we don't read. Niggas ain't smart. They're not doing research. Let's add another layer to that uninformed position that we're having as black men or black America in general. What say you about Kamala Harris?
So I'm gonna say this again. I am not against the illegals or anybody coming across that border without the papers right?
Okay.
And she was the border czar.
Come on with it.
Let's keep it 100. Come on. As a matter of fact, you want to know what she did for the last 3 years?
Come on.
She lied about the state of Biden being incompetent and not being able to fulfill the office of the presidency. She lied. And when they produced them on that stage back in earlier this year, that debate, the whole world realized, damn, they've been lying for 3 years. So the last 3 years has been under the watch of Kamala. Or Kamala, however you want to say it. Kamala or Kamala. Okay? In 3 years. She showed us 3 years what she's about.
The proper pronunciation is Kamala. Kamala, that's her name. And that's actually more like what she is. But to fool our stupid black asses, they said Kamala to make it sound like a ghetto bitch black name. Now that she's there, at the same time that they're demanding the Indian pronunciation, they're insisting that we recognize her as a black. That's how crazy that shit is. Kamala.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Brother Wolf. Land your plane. Finish the record.
You know, if anybody's wondering what her policy is, she was on the same ticket with Biden. That's the policy. She was on the same ticket with Biden.
And no two people have locked up more black people in American history than those two. It's amazing that doesn't count. So, you know.
Hold on, Brother Shaw. We're going to go to you. Let him land this. Go ahead, Brother.
Well, again, if we cannot look at just how she handled the border, imagine what she will do for the rest of this nation. If you can't handle the border, and you was given that assigned task to be the border czar, and now we get people coming in here from everywhere in the world, and they're given what? Resources, shelter, food, and travel, all at her feet. This will be her legacy too.
That's a fact. Salute, Brother Warren J. Johnson. Salute. That's a full fact. Her legacy as well. Let me go to
Black Native says that any man that put on a dress can't tell me a damn thing, and that's 100.
That's a fact. Well, that's why we gonna get there. That's why I said we're gonna go through this thing. I need all the brothers, because since we're such uneducated, unresearched, no nothing ass Negroes, that's why I'm going to brother for brother to go ahead and
Chef,
that.
I need to do a sidebar. I need to tell everybody a dark, dirty secret from Howard University, from Ricky Smiley's fraternity. Back in the mid to late 80s, there was an HIV/AIDS epidemic among the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, where the guys both got HIV/AIDS from fucking each other and from giving it to their girlfriends, lying about their sexuality and infecting people. He was there in the frat when they were deliberately passing AIDS. That's his standard. It's all in the Howard student paper. Go back. They were dying quietly. It's been covered up because the accused, older accused that look out for the younger criminal ones that are students. They were deliberately talking about, deliberately infecting unsuspecting women and sometimes men to cover up for their bullshit. That's the kind of person he would roll with. So Kamala makes perfect sense to me. And I apologize to no one. And this is why I talk about the fuckers the way that I do. I was there. They did it. They sucked dick. And then they, same people suck your dick, infect women. And there's been more than one lawsuit at Howard where people in that fraternity have infected other people. All of this stuff is sealed, all this goddamn secrecy, because if the truth were out, nobody would want to be, no decent person would want to be bothered with them. The mystique is to present a unified, wholesome face to dumbass people, but only the people on the inside know how corrupt and foul this thing is.
It's a fact. Salute the brother Dr. Short. With that being said, man, I mean, again, I don't even know if we even need to go through more stats on this pass around. Let me play some more Ricky Smiley. Fuck it. We want to keep it going. Let's play some more of this.
I think you can Google what Kamala Harris done for the things that black people benefit from or not. We need to stand with her. We need to stand with her.
What's the lot that he's alluding to? I see somebody, Marty's in the chat.
A lot of whoring.
We got a couple other trolls in the chat. What has she done specifically for the Black American community? No minorities, no people of color, no just women who happen to be Black American women as well. They're not separate. For those weirdos like many of you that like to separate them. Black women, Black American women are black, period. So anyway, what has she done? Since we got a couple people in here caping for this raggedy pass around.
Blowjobs.
And I ain't even a Trump guy. Let's keep on going.
Her. She's great. She will make a great president. And what a blessing to be living in a time where a black woman can become president of the United States of America. In our time, we get a black man and a black woman become president. That's unheard of.
2 immigrants.
2 queers.
Come on. There you go. What the hell is he talking about? These Negroes, but these are the ones who got these mega mics. They got the mega mics because Daddy put the wheel behind them. Why? Zaddy put the wheel behind them, and then a bunch of Negroes who worship what come out of these TV monitors love these folks.
And that's why what we're doing is so important. Because before us, they was all trying to make us one big Negro. One big Negro. Just take anybody and everybody in. And that's why they get this pushback right now. Because we got to delineate like never before.
Never before. Never before.
Never before.
You know, let's play some more of this ragamuffin.
Come on, stop it. Messi.
Be on the right side of history. Be on the right side of history.
That's so
on the right side of history.
And everybody got all these videos.
Let me stop right there. You're right, Negro.
Yeah, I got a problem with that. Like,
hold on, let me write that one more time so everybody can hear.
The right side of history.
Okay, yeah. What does that look like? The right side of history, brother Negro, to you, sir.
Okay, yeah. I wrote a 10-page report, right? In regards to 10 talking points about Kamala Harris. One of them that I shared with Dr. Short that I'm gonna reveal on the platform is that she is a prosecutor of a pedal wall of silence. That would make, and I feel that if she becomes president, that she would make this behavior national. This is the most damning report of the news coming out of Oakland, where she covered it up of the police officer that was out there sexually exploiting a minor. She has not brought them to justice. She done unspeakable things where this officer was pimping this young girl, passing around this underage girl, and she did not want to throw him underneath jail. So the nerve of her when she was on the stage talking to Joe Biden saying she was that girl,
being oppressed, being all this, that, and the third. She didn't pull no Me Too on this guy. I don't see her pulling no Me Too or anything of substance when it comes to these type of allegations. And the other one on the right side of history, our women are. She brought up about the black maternity, about Black Death, right? She has not put any arrest cases on them. She has not gone back to check if these people even have the right credentials to even be in the medical profession. Because some of these people have fake degrees. Look, these foreigners, right? These are from the AAPI community. This is from the Caribbean community, and these are coming from the African community. She has not done any investigation and any arrest on them killing black babies. So again, the blood is on the hands on these D9s when it comes to a medical apartheid of our babies, our loved ones, and our mothers, and everybody else in our family. So these guys are making human sacrifices on our community.
Hey, brother, I want to add something.
That she's on.
You mentioned the pedo wall. You need to, what has not been discussed is Kamala Harris systematically covered up for the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of San Francisco for the dozens and dozens of raped boys and girls. It's much bigger than the police department. So all of these molested, abused, violated children have been ignored. She covered it up. But you know what? She says she gives a damn. All these, forgive me, all you stupid ass black women that support Kamala Harris, thousands of black elderly women and struggling moms have died on the streets of Los Angeles because Kamala Harris and her capacity as Attorney General did everything that she could to make certain that the banks got away with not giving black people fair lending practices. There are thousands of homeless black people. Blacks in California are 50% of the homeless, and they may be 4% of the state's population. The blacks in Los Angeles have died by the thousands on the streets. It's her fault. In fact, they estimate 16,000 people have died from being homeless in California. Let's assume if blacks are half of the homeless, that 8,000 black people have died because of what she's done. She's the greatest mass killer walking this country. It's a disgrace.
Absolutely, sir.
She's a mass killer of Negroes. She's a mass killer of Negroes.
Can I cook on something that Negro just woke up?
Yeah, go ahead, cook.
So, as for any woman that's just looking at her as some kind of champion for women, right? Oakland is famous for being one of the child sex trafficking hotspots on this planet. Okay, and while she was the Attorney General, and Negro just woke this shit up for me. While she was the Attorney General, there was one underage, minor in particular, that was literally passed around like a joint between Oakland PD, CHP, I believe Richmond and or Contra Costa County Police. It was like four police departments. Oh, and the Alameda County Sheriffs. This chick was passed around like a joint between all these police officers. She was an underage child. And her as Attorney General of California and the multi-jurisdictional of having all these police departments involved, she did absolutely fucking nothing. And the most salacious part of this shit is that her mother actually worked for Oakland PD. And this bitch didn't do shit for her. Cook. So for any woman that thinks that Kamala stands on, women's rights and standing up for women is fucking bullshit.
Constantly abusive. Just step in their necks.
If you want to look her up, her name was Celeste Watt.
And the crazy, so when they're talking about the right side of history, what are they talking about here with this lady? This lady runs she supports oppressive regimes. The BART station, other things where police brutality has happened to black men, she has been silent on. sexual assault of minors done by the authorities. She has been silent on. So what type of history, what type of right side of history is he talking about? That she's D9? That's the right side of history, being a D9? Because that's the standard that I got from him throughout the whole 10-minute rant that he was running his mouth.
Yeah. Shout out to the Negro. Listen, this is a hell of a cook-up. Damn. Boy, I tell you. Hey, Q, is you in the building, Q? You still in the building, Q?
I'm here.
Yes, indeed, Q. Talk to me. Are you up to speed?
I'm
Q?
here. I'm just taken aback that this is still going on. That this is even still. It should be clear what this female is about. And it's like, our people want to be duped, man. We want to be duped. And it's going to be a lot of lambs to slaughter.
Q, watch this. And I mean to cut you off. These people have a fascination with death. Our people have a fascination with death. And I'm going to back it up. Because we are the authorities on practicing the black group suicide economics, or black group economic suicide, however you want to say it. We leave our houses every day and see and go to places and buy from people who look nothing like us. And this has been going on for so long. This is the epitome of black group economic suicide. So for them to side with Kamala, knowing her record, or not even caring about her record, it continues. Seek my face and turn from your wicked ways. We gotta
turn from your wicked ways.
Wickedness, heavy wickedness. Then they will hear from God and be delivered. But they don't want that. They have a fascination with death, man.
Well, you know what it is? Hold on, Brother Juan. Let me be clear. I need a hand from Farrakhan.
Scared to death, Negroes.
That part. We got to understand something, man. If black folks, black Americans collectively kept that same type of vigor, aggression that we got toward each other against the people that fucking strip our communities of the value that we put into it ultimately, right? We'd be in a different place. But motherfuckers on first class flights to genocide.
Can you guys hear me? Can y'all hear?
First class, high flying. Because yeah, we like everything fly, right? We like it all fly. We always got the motherfucking, we got the high budget with the champagne, Versace taste. So yeah, we going first class, flying first class into genocide. This is the issue.
At least we have white stewardesses.
Come on.
Q, let you finish the point.
Part of us, Q. You got the flow, Q.
No. We good. I was just, saying, like, and even Brother Juan said it better than I could have said it. These people, not only do they have a death wish for themselves, but they're literally sacrificing black people.
Yes.
And don't care. And the funniest thing is that, and I have to reiterate it, they don't live in urban communities. They think where they live at and their proxy to whiteness, as Dr. Shaw always reminds us, is going to protect them. We have to get to a point.
When I started the broadcast, he told us.
We have to get to a point where not only, and it's funny, Dr. Short said this to me before we went live. Come on. We're being light on them.
That's a fact.
Because this generation that's coming up, when they understand the betrayal that these people are doing,
they're going to get them out of the way.
It's a wrap.
I won't even repeat what I want to say on YouTube.
I'll repeat it.
I'll leave it at that.
Generation after me, which I'm a millennial, after me, and then the one right after that, they cooking these niggas. You getting out of here. You getting out of here. And they ain't got that type of patience. Because they are more free thinkers than we are. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. And they're more likely to stand up to a bully than we would. That's the facts.
But not lone wolf, but maybe most of us. And not you either, Chef. You guys are like, I don't know, you guys have some militant sickle cell gene, man. This is no. You know what? Y'all got that fuck that gene.
Yeah. I want to usher this new class unapologetic Negroes to the forefront. I want to show them what type of time they got to be on and help them in that way. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. Lock and step with them so we can walk over some useless carcasses. That's what I'm on. So yeah, salute to them youngins coming up that's on the right type of time. I'm here to holler at them. You know. So
and I'm here to train it.
Yeah. And you here to show them how to do that thing. Yeah. Let's play some more of this. Let's play some more.
That's so. It's just the Amber Rose and everybody got all these videos and stuff and talking about Kamala Harris talking out of both sides of her. How would you say something so disrespectful that way? I would dare make a video or say nothing like that to the fight.
Cause you a stepping fetch. You the dress wearing nigga who ain't got no real acting skills, hoe. You's a hoe. You act better in the dress than you do with that blazer on, you coward.
What he thought he was doing was really trying to run interference on honest critique of a public official. This is good. Right. This is public officials always get critiqued, right, wrong, or indifferent.
Facts.
If she could sue somebody for some of the stuff that's been said about her, sue them.
Right.
Sue them.
Right.
Sue them. At least get a cease and desist. At least. We don't see that happening. So he sounds crazy. Even if he knows the basic of anything civics, which I can tell he don't. Right? Public officials, they can be critiqued.
Brother Chef, I want to mention that we have a real man in the chat. Their name is Brother Brandon. I'm going to flip you this $100 that he gave right now. Just want you to expect that. Thank you, Brother Brandon. There are people that are not like Dickie Smiley out there. And I want to...
Hold on, Brother Short. Did you hear?
No, let's go.
Go ahead, Brother Short.
And so it's people like him. There's some people out there that are down for a fight, that are down for change. And I need to remind people, what we're talking about is an old conversation. Dr. Martin Luther King wrote about this in 1967. Where do we go from here? Community or chaos? And Dr. King said that he was basically, in so many words, paraphrased, I'm weak. I talk about peace and love. My people are violent and crazy. When they really get angry, when they really want to eat and they're tired, they're going to shove me aside and rip you people. It's just a matter of time before people like me are driven out of the way and the folk go for it. And we're at that point. I told everybody, I've said this for years, that 1924 was a year of Black awakening and awareness, and where Black folks rose in rebellion all over the country, in the campuses and universities. And that was 100 years. That was a year before Malcolm X was born. It was, Dr. King's born 29. It's 5 years before Dr. King was born. It's a year before Malcolm was born. And what you need to understand is that the century of the Boule strangle is gone. And that same cycle of rebellion against, and they were rebelling against the Boule. They were rebelling against the Boule in 1924. This is round 2, and they will lose this one. Because back then it was very few people fighting on remote HBCUs. It wasn't the kind of struggle. Now it's going to be much, 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 much bigger. Hold on one second, y'all. So put me on mute for a second.
Not a problem. Salute. I just want to say salute to the
Hey, how are you, Smallwood?
What's up, Doc? How you doing, brother?
Okay, can you send the link to this phone number?
I'm gonna send you this phone. Listen.
No. Send it to a different phone. Send the link to 202 520 5738.
Well, Texas, Doc. Listen, I gotta get home and cut it off.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Okay.
Around about 5:30,
5:30. Oh, great. Wonderful. Okay. Bye-bye. All right.
This outrage, per se, can't be limited to internet, ladies and gentlemen. It can't be limited here. You gotta take it, and you gotta take that outside. You got to take that outside. Let them know what type of time it really is. Field Negroes versus house Negroes. These chucking and job, bought and paid for niggas need to understand. You're not going to keep getting away with it. No more. No more. Let me play some more of this slip and slide ass nigga here.
Ex-president of the United States of America that's trying to stand up and that's going to possibly pick 2 United States Supreme Court justices or whatever to try to keep the laws in place that Thurgood Marshall and all of the people that have paved the way and try to redo and get back into some of this settled law, women's rights to choose, your voting rights, Brown versus the Board of Education. Do your homework, black
Hold
people.
up, let me just tell you something right here that could be very historic, and Kay pointed this out.
Don't tell us about no damn homework. Them brothers that was out there, you forced to fight them damn forest fires for all them rich white folks when they were supposed to be out of jail and trying to rebuild their families because you locked them away for so goddamn long, you heifer. Listen, we're going to stop letting these cats. What is he talking about? Yo, what is her lineage? What is her lineage, man? She looks like a blue veiner.
And another thing that needs to be addressed is this women's rights thing. We got to understand that what the Supreme Court in their decision of Roe versus Wade is they returned it back to the states where it rightfully should have been in the first place.
But wait a minute.
So
but the very foundation,
it was returned back to the states.
But the very foundation of the case is that a black man raped a white woman. The very thing about this is killing black children. And speaking of that, while we're talking about this sorry ass thing, this just came up. Multiple police officers have come forward stating that Kamala Harris is 100% intoxicated in a video clip and would have been charged with a DUI if she had been behind the wheel of a car. She's a drunkard. And I can tell this sorry ass bitch with the cheap Korean beauty parlor weaving her hair, I don't know who she sucked on to get on the radio. They pick a particular type of woman. They're low. They have no virtue. And, you know, so your little light skin, you sucked a little dick like Kamala Harris. I can see why she's with her because you've done the same thing. I'm sick and tired of this whole thing of us pretending that all these women work and study hard and they're all professionals. There are a whole lot of women slinging pussy to get opportunities. And they get far. And when they get in a position of authority or whatever, they're just as shallow. They're just as shallow as their butthole is. They're stupid. They're tramps. And they're dangerous. They may be smart, but they're not intelligent, nor are they educated. And they hurt us. And our race is replete with people who have fucked somebody for a job. Now, it's one thing to be harassed on a job. It's another thing to use your sex to move you around. And I've seen way too many at the HBCU and everywhere else of less than competent women give their bodies to get somewhere where they weren't truly qualified. And she impresses me. Look at the goofy look on her face. And we as black men are so busy looking at bus lines and asses, we don't take 2 minutes to look at the brain of the broad talking. Okay, this kind of woman is cunning, they're deceitful, they're disloyal, they're scum. Dress good, but they're full of shit. And anytime you sit up talking about all these black women dying from breast cancer, black women get, according to certain people, about 40% of the abortions in this country. Black women get about 40% of the breast cancer in the country. Nobody talks what you can. They know that this is killing black women. And you know what? These stupid ass fraternity bitches don't care that it kills. They don't care one damn. I can tell you because I was a lobbyist. And we used to go and we used to beg these black women in Congress to speak up for black women. We're men begging women. It's a fucking lie that women are more sensitive or empathetic as a collective than men. There are some women that are sensitive and empathetic, and there's some that are not. It's the same way some men are beater, abuser, assholes, and a lot that are not. I hate feminism because it puts a filter and you have to look at every woman as qualified and believable. No, women fucking lie. I got my ass beat because some white bitch said I lifted up her dress when I was a kid. Didn't touch her. And I started my life off with some female lying. And no evidence, nothing, get punished anyway. My father's stupid ass went to his grave never apologizing for beating me for listening to a white girl's dad accuse me of some shit. Nobody else admitted that I did. This is part of the problem in our community. When we have to have a standard for black women, and as long as black men think that having no standards for women gives them easier access to sex, if that's true, and we have no standards now, why are so many black women dyking and fucking every other group of men than us?
Come on.
Get out my face. Faggonist niggas, don't even try to talk to me.
Let's keep this thing going in here. Salute to the 530 plus in the building. Damn it. The people are speaking. Somebody make sure this get out to Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, Dia Hughley, Roland Martin, you hoe. I can't stand that jigglypuff ass ascot wearing fucking owl head ass. I can't stand that.
You mean he's a fucking great, he's a moist, great pumpkin looking ass nigga, man. They need to put him up with Charlie Brown and Snoopy. He does look like the great pumpkin. He looks like a rotten pumpkin that missed the Halloween sale. Look at his complexion. Look at him. I look better come out the hospital than he does. And he's dancing around in dresses and shit. And how come you never see Miss Roland Martin? Maybe because that sounds like one of those arranged marriages and shit. That's what I'm saying.
Sure. He went outside. He went outside about 5 years ago, and the boys ran his goofy ass off the block. Because he don't belong outside. He's a house Negro. An honorary one. Oh. He's one of them. He got to stay in the house. He gotta stay in there because you come out to the grass, it's your ass. Oh. Let's play some more of this.
Out to me. If Kamala Harris is elected, she would be sworn in.
She could be sworn
on
in
MLK Day.
By the first black Supreme
and
Court.
And possibly by Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Who give a flying fuck?
Ketanji isn't, I don't even think she's a black American. I went to Harvard with her. I went to Harvard with her ass too. And I knew that bitch is a plant because she put a swastika up in her window when she's a student at Harvard. And they covered that shit up. Do you know how many Jews would want her ass off the court? They found out she had a swastika up in her window. See, they covered it up. I sent people to Harvard to try. They removed it from the school paper to cover for her ass. I was there. I remember the silly, goofy bitch.
This is not a W for Black America. Nobody gonna fly and fuck about who swear who in and what fraternity you're coming from. Black America.
Don't forget about the Lockheed Martin, where she blocked payment for the people that deserve it the most.
Come on. Shit, let's play some more.
Yeah, my memory is long about Miss Ketanji Brown. I ain't fooled with the dark skin beauty. I ain't fooled by it.
Let's play some more of this.
Does that not give you chills?
Stop it!
Does that not send
Maria,
make your whole body vibrate?
Maria,
Oh my
I can
God.
go deeper than that.
What's supposed to give a nigga chills? Reparations? Yeah, I agree. Where is it then?
Gay porn gives him chills. I bet you.
Jackson. Does that not give you chills?
What's giving me chills?
Let me just tell you something.
Now, what's supposed to, again, I want y'all to hear these jigaboos tell you what's supposed to be giving you chills as you paying astronomical inflated numbers, interest rates, your rent going up, all type of shit. What's giving us chills? Let's hear it from these goofies. Let's hear it.
Right here that could be very historic, and Kay pointed this out to me. If Kamala Harris is elected, she would be sworn in.
She could be
on
sworn in
MLK Day
by the first Black Supreme
and
Court,
possibly by Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Wow.
Does that not give you chills?
Come on now. How does that change any of y'all situation around the country? Anybody?
Yo, he sounds like Ricky sound like that fat choir director, the moist one. Stop it! Stop it! No, bro.
Oh, you mean he sounds like the one at West Angeles Church? But let me just say this to you. The reason that this is so impressive to them is that these people are into style, not substance. They don't really care about what matters to us. They're trying again to get white acceptance and basically coon, not Black respectability, but coon respectability. That's what they want. And it's my mission, and it should be yours too, to stop it, to make them fail. In fact, if all of us don't support Kamala and she fails, the white liberals are going to talk bad. See, a lot of you, I don't know if you guys as old as we are, I remember when Hubert Humphrey and McGovern and these other Democrats lost the national races in 68, 72, and 74. And the way that the white liberals dogged and trashed the Black Boule and blamed Black people for the Democratic Party, all they did was gaslight Black people all the way up until Jimmy Carter got elected. Let me correct it. It's 1968, 1972, 1976. But from 1968 until 76, when Jimmy Carter won, Black people were blamed for the Democrats losing. When the Democrats lost, and so it was very hurtful and damaging to people who lived to be loved and embraced by white racists. They're mad. That's why they get out and scream at us about voting. It's because they get confronted as the only Black in an all-white party about why don't Blacks vote. That's why it's so emotional. You're going to cost me my white friends, my respectability, my opportunity to escape you through this self-hatred escape hatch. You're doing this to me. We need you to vote to prove to white people that we've got heft and importance in our community. The only reason that white people are talking to some of them is because they believe that people like Roland Martin have influence. They don't really check. They don't really know anything about us, nor do they care to. They use these people as ambassadors for our race. They think Roland Martin has influence. They think Alveda King has influence. They don't. And when we fuck up their scam, white folks won't want them around. And so what's very interesting is you had some Black militancy starting in 68 because the Democratic Party made Black folks mad for blaming them for Nixon winning. Notice what happened right after Nixon won. You had the Black Power Conference in 1972, just before you had the 72 election. But it's in response to 68, black folks being rejected by white people, by the white liberals, then they came together because they were butthurt that white folk weren't treating them like they're going to let them run away from the rest of us. You tend to see instances of black people, what seems like a black political movement. You had it in 1983, 84, when Jesse Jackass, an Omega Psi Phi, ran for the Democratic Party nomination. This was in part due to the reaction to Ronald Reagan and the fact that the Democrats went along with Reagan, destroying all the programs for black people. And they continued to work with Reagan fucking black folks. And Jesse ran again in 1988. That was for the boule to say, respect us, we still matter. So what the white folks did in the Democratic Party was created the Democratic Leadership Conference as a means to strip the blacks of having any influence in the Democratic Party, the same way the lily whites did to black people in the Republican Party in the 1920s. So what ends up happening is that you saw that thing for Jesse Jackson. There's never really been anybody, and Jesse, Jesse was faking. And then what happens? You get W. Bush after Clinton. That Clinton comes in again with the black vote, but Clinton rewards black people, as all Democrats do, with more abuse because they don't want to be the party of the blacks, even though blacks are their base. At one point, the Republican Party was the party of the blacks, and the Republicans didn't like blacks being their base. Both of them are treating us like abused HIV/AIDS foster children. And so these folks are trying to avoid that AIDS-infected, abused foster child situation that they will get if Donald Trump wins. And we need for them to have that. Everything that makes our traders miserable is good for us as a collective. Whatever makes them cry, whatever hurts them is good for us. What's good for them because they're against us is bad for us. If they're screaming about Kamala, then I'm against Kamala. That's how we've got to begin to look at these boule people. So why they're pushing us to vote is to save their influence and status with white supremacists that only like them or tolerate them on a conditional basis. It depends on us giving them credibility, being stupid sheep or lemmings or whatever, dumb followers behind them. That's why whites deal with them. When they find out that we can't stand them and that they have no value to us, they'll have no choice but to cast them aside. Believe it or not, the white supremacists can sit across the table from Lone Wolf. What the boule and these other people have done is made certain that real black people don't get to the table because these people are separatists. They hate our guts, and they've been getting all of the money and all the resources that the riots and the marches and the martyrs have fought for has gone to them. Putting real black people at the table means that their days of stealing almost all the money that comes to black America is over. We won't need them. We won't like them. We won't want them. They're very acutely aware that they will be thrown away by us just as much as they'd be thrown away by white people when they get through with using them as tools. And we need to hasten them being thrown away by them so we can throw them away. Every people that have gotten free have a certain point in their history where their traitors get punished and cast aside. In China and other places, people may execute. I'm not talking about hurting nobody, but if we threw these people aside and they were outcasted and scandalized, a lot of times people come to their senses. I really was an enemy to my own race. I really was a self-hating social bitch. I really was a moist, a queer, idiot traitor. But they're never going to get that as long as we do what we do. We see a black person in an office, we respect them instead of demanding service and quality service at that. We say, "Ooh, look, a black nurse," even if that motherfucker's giving everybody overdoses of morphine. When are we going to start saying, I don't care what you look like, I don't care what you call yourself, I only care what you deliver to me? Even sisters can do that with their cooch. Why can't we do this with politics?
That's a bubble fact. Let's keep on percolating here. Ladies and gentlemen, over 560 of y'all in here. Y'all here for this type of time today. Salute everybody that's in the building. You're here for the first time. Make sure you subscribe to all the anybody resonating with you on this platform right now from the gentlemen. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to their platforms. Brother Dr. Short is up right here. Angry Black Man's Book Club. My brother Dr. Short. He's got the YouTube channel.
Yeah, Treat Me White. Join tonight.
My brother Q from Let's Talk 2 on YouTube. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to this brother. My brother Juan J. Johnson, Lone Wolf Firearms YouTube channel. Okay, LWFtraining.com as well. Visit his website. Then you got my brother Negro. I believe he got a platform, but you can check him at Negro Commander Night on YouTube, I believe.
Oh yeah, we're on YouTube and on X, fan base. We're on several different platforms now. We will be making our way to Rumble too. So I will be seeing y'all soon over there once I get things organized.
Yeah, they can't continue with that. Let's play this though. Hold on. Then I got my brother Vader Bass. Hold on, let me see something. Somebody's louder. There it is. Okay, go ahead, brother Vader. You were saying something?
I was saying we absolutely got to move to the Nostr protocol as well. That's where we're going to be able to speak uncensored and unshadow ban. So we got to move. We got to find out about it. We got to move to it, and I'll give you more about that later.
Salute to my brother Vader Bass here. Let's play a little bit more of this, y'all. I'm going to be wrapping it down very soon. I'm talking about maybe 30 minutes or less. We wrapping it down, but let's play this.
Well, brother Shep, are we going to run a part 2 about this?
We might have to because it's a lot to cover. It is a great deal. But I'll keep everybody posted. Let's play this.
Does that not send
Maria?
Your whole body vibrate.
Maria,
oh my
I can
God.
go deep into that. You got a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated reading in a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
And let me go to Brother Short. This is your cook-up right here, sir. Who gives a flying fuck about any of this?
Those are the bitches that make certain our kids don't learn in schools. They're the real reason that there is the school to prison pipeline. You just saw it.
Come on. See there, and you know what? Let me go to Brother Q. Q, does this make you feel like there's progress? You got Theta, you got Delta, and all this other bullshit, alphabets, acronyms.
Yes.
Is it a queen pushing through, Brother Q?
Yes. Kiwi, yes. Hey, you're gonna get something that you're gonna have to deal with. That's all I'm gonna keep saying.
That's a fact.
You know, you've been warned. There's great brothers on the panel, great sisters in the chat who've been speaking on it, great other content creators who are doing great work. Don't be surprised what you get, because you were warned and told. If she wins, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm gonna land my plane on that.
Salute to Brother Q. Brother Wild, what say you? Should I play a little more of this track? What say you? Is this you pushing through? Are you with the sisters pushing through on this one, Paul?
So I'll say this: if your organization or your affiliation is not focused on the survival of our collective, then it's worthy of just going inside the trash. If what you're a part of, what you're associated with, does not help or provide for the existence of our people, why am I even taking part in it? Why? It doesn't make sense to me to promote something that's been quiet about the survival of our people. I mean, like I said, where are the deltas? Where are the AKAs? Where are these divine nine when it comes down to the abortion of babies, of our children? Where are they at when it comes that to our economics.
They're in agreement with Planned Parenthood. They support black genocide. I keep saying it. We're so fucking stupid as a people. They want the majority of us that are not on their level dead.
Yeah, they want us dead. Yeah. And watch this, Doc, that's a hard pill to swallow for folks who have bought into the divine mind or any of the Soros or the frats or any of the secret societies. But you got to ask yourself this question. Are we better off at least 5 years ago than we are now, 10 years ago or now, 15 years ago or now? And we're not better, but we got these same people promoting these divine minds, these secret societies, at the expense of my black collateral.
And they're no good churches, and they're no good HBCUs. It is a conspiracy of stupidity, and that we have to get tired. And I want to say this to everybody watching. I want to announce this. If you guys are enjoying this, we're going to be doing another show right behind this. At 5:30, I'm going to have to stop. We're going to be doing Ofaga and Come Swallow Nation.
Excellent.
So get ready. No, we're going to rock. I'll be doing that with Brother Smallwood, who's joining up with Chef C. He's a clinical psychologist and counselor, right, who is with patriarchy. And we've got others. Oh, it's growing. It may take us a little longer. Cancer and hospitalization shit's not going to stop me. I really don't give a damn about being sick. I give a damn that we win, okay? Like, shoot, I felt good in bed saying, fuck Kamala. I said that with damn IV on, and I don't got one now, so you know I want to say it. We are going to push this. So, by the way, if you don't watch the Angry Black Men's Book Club, we're up on the Salt channel since I'm taking a sabbatical from Salt, not a sabbatical from Jesus. We're on all of our platforms, and it looks like what's this? StreamYard is allowing me to broadcast. We absolutely have to talk about Kamala in detail. So I want y'all to join me because Chef needs a break. He's been working 7 days a week. I mean, he works almost as hard as Kamala's jaws, and he needs a break. So he's going to wind down. But if y'all are liking the vibe of this, everybody on StreamYard, I'm simply going to wound this shit back up and load another program. So I can sign off here, but I just want to remind everybody, dirty knees make great VPs. Say it. Dirty knees make great VPs.
Cool. Well, let's get ready to wind this thing down, ladies and gentlemen. Again, those clips, y'all can find a lot of these different clips, y'all. If you want a part 2, you gotta leave a saute pan or one in the chat for part 2 of this. It's just a lot to cover, y'all. There's so much to cover. And but we do want to say thank you to everybody who has supported the broadcast. $FTS49. Hit our GoFundMe. Visit patriarchsummit.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start from the right to the left. Let me go to my brother Negro. Brother Negro, sir, let them know how they can get a hold of you, what you got coming down the pipeline, brother. Salute.
Patriarchy Summit. See me there on the 26th. We'll be online, live in effect. I am working on some other projects. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Finishing up grad school. I'll have my master's in upcoming December.
Yes.
It's going to be law school.
Oh, you
it's
going
to be definitely law school.
The smart.
Oh, yeah. I'm one of those book reading Negroes that they said that, oh, he's just doing too much research.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, everybody. I signed them off. I want to let all 68 of you know I'm about to do my the show. I'm calling it Ofaga and Come Swallow Nation. I need to set that up, and we're going to start about 5:30. So why don't you guys give yourselves about 10, 15 minutes? I'm going to close here, but I want to remind everybody, the Patriarch Summit, we would love your support. We have, all you need to do is go to patriarchsummit.com. Let me go to the banner. Let me see if I can find it. I want people to support it. You know how you can support. I mean, in fact, I appreciate all the people that have given. Yeah, I won't believe, man. We need to raise some money. We did get a very large gift from one brother of $100. I thank everybody that gave. Let me say who gave right now. Who did it? So I want to shout out to everyone that gave, but I want to mention this. Brandon gave 100. Cyberdyne gave 20. Somebody else gave 10. What is it? Rashawn, who always sends. Jane Scott sent me something. Ivan Wheeler sent something. Trenton sent. So I'm sending Chef C some loot right away. I thank you. And by the way, don't be afraid. Drop me a piece through Zelle or PayPal. I could use it. I have to buy all these things. Got to buy poke root. Got to buy SCACT because I don't want chemo. I don't want them to radiate my privates. So got to buy this cranberry. I mean, you got to do this so they don't mess you. I want to be well enough so the doctor has to try to not to do no hormone therapy. I don't want no titties. I mean, I got enough hanging up here now. I mean, trying to lose that. I'm going to be back with y'all. So I'm going to shut this off here. I'm going to set up another show. And hopefully, StreamYard will let me get back on. Okay. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. I'm taking a break. Thank you for participating, for supporting the Angry Black Men's Book Club. Oh my God. Y'all haven't begun to see. And there are more brothers coming. We're going to get the reading done. I want to let y'all know we're going to be doing something on health. I've got to see if I can get a show done with Mother Zima. I can call her and ask her if she'll do a show with me because we're going to talk about dick health tonight. I mean, nobody wants a sick dick. Nobody. You don't know. I mean, we got to talk about this. Let me call Zima right now and see if she can do a show with me. Maybe do a show about 8 o'clock that follows. So I may do 3 shows today. So let me ask her, see if she's going to do that.
Hello.
Hey, Azima, you're live, so don't say anything bad. Okay. Can we do a health show? Can we talk a little bit about prostate cancer or cancer in general? Can we do that?
Yeah, we can.
You want to try it about 7:30, 8 o'clock your time? Is that a good time?
That's fine.
Okay. So let me see. Maybe something like that. 7:30, whatever. 7:30 would be 8:30. It's almost 6 o'clock here. Yeah, let's put it at let's put it at 9 my time, 8 your time. That way, I have enough time. So yes, y'all, we're gonna do it tentatively. I'm gonna call this show Black Dicks Matter. Okay, we got to talk about this stuff. And so all you brothers that are so proud of your dick, y'all need to learn how to save it. I'm just telling you. I mean, they're not going to take mine. They're not going to put no radiation on my penis. I'm going to fight. Hey, Sakele, you're on with the Zima. I'm live on the Angry Black Men's Book Club. We're going to do a show. I think we're going to call it Black Dicks Matter or Dick Lives Matter, something like that. You're welcome to come in and listen. Yeah, I know you're laughing. Yeah, I know you're laughing. Yeah. So which is better, Dick Lives Matter or Black Dicks Matter? I think black dicks matter. Yes, we're gonna call the show Black Dicks Matter. Yes, if you guys haven't had a problem with your penis, you might. It may be the fluoride in the water. There's a reason they insist on putting that shit in there. I think it fucks with black men. And because I'm trying to figure out how almost everybody gets this shit, no matter how healthy and how well they eat. It's got to be the water or something, right? Okay, this sister agrees black dicks matter. Okay. And it should, or we could, well, because we don't want to include anybody else, because we should say straight dicks matter. Well, you know what? We'll get shadow banned if we say straight dicks matter. They'll feel we violated community standards, right? The gay people felt like their dicks weren't respected. Like I'm a respect the gay dick. Anyway, let me get off here, okay? This Angry Black Men's Book Club, MFM, everybody. Come on, let's say it. Motherfucking money. Yeah, my pronoun is cut the check and motherfucking money. Those are my pronouns. They should be yours too. With Azima, this is Mother Azima. She's my genius. I'm telling everybody about her. I've got stage 4 cancer, and this sister's telling me what stuff I need to take. I can't believe how good I feel, and I'm supposedly dying with cancer spreading to my bones. See what it's like when you have a righteous black woman helping you out. I mean, she's a widower, but she's a wonderful person. And we're going to try to do we had talked about this, and I've been sick, wanting to read books, wanting to talk about health, wanting to help others, and my shit's falling apart. And man, y'all don't know, we're going to be talking about one of the things with prostate cancer, brothers, nobody want to talk about, but when your dick starts getting smaller and shit, I was there. Thanks to Azima, it's coming back. I mean, you know, it's nothing like when your dick moves to the suburbs. It's just terrible. So you need to gentrify. So we're going to talk about that. So black dicks matter as well. And that's for prostate health. So Azima, you got to help me out. I don't know about this stuff. That's how I caught this shit. So support us. Angry Black Men's Book Club. Join, share this. Somebody is going to learn from Black Dicks Matter. And I can't put announcements up. They don't let you know that I'm doing shows. They block it. This is what you need to understand. That's the reason I don't tell you, because when I tell it, they don't let you see it. They don't like what we're talking about. And I know they don't want to help black men save their dicks. They were trying to cut them off and castrate us back in slavery. Now I think they do it with fluoride. They're going to put some announcement on my damn video after this. But share this, like, subscribe. If you like what we're doing, you know, either Patreon, Dr. Randy Short, Cash App, $, Dr. Randy Short, the Zelle and PayPal, and my personal email are the same. It's wrandyshort@gmail.com. There was a brother from Baltimore that reached out to me about prostate cancer. Did he call you, Azima?
Yes,
he did. Okay. When people email me, I respond as long as it's not stupid shit. If it's serious, I'll help you. If it's a spiritual matter, whatever, I'll do what I can. Some people are on this social media because it's just a business. They want money. They want to be popular. I don't care. I say things whether it offends people or not, because I'm not trying to be popular. If people get to know, that's fine. If I get a donation, that's wonderful. I need them, but it's not just money, and it's not just being big and famous. I don't want to be famous, but I wouldn't mind the fortune. I had a fortune, I could do more for my mama, myself, and others. Support this channel, like it, share it. Come back in just a few minutes. We're going to tear it out. So we're going to be talking again. It's going to be Ofaga and Kamala Nation. And we're going to be talking about these no good Democratic Negroes, okay? Don't screw with the blue. That's what I'm saying to y'all. And then we're going to do Black Dicks Matter. So it's a triple feature tonight on the Soul Train, or the Angry Black Man Train. All right. I'm out of here. Stay white until we get back together. And you know what I mean by that? White people stick together and support each other. Black people used to. White people now act like they're black, and black people act like they're white. We need to do a reset. All right. Bye for now.